Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, this is Montana State Bobcat Women's Basketball. Brought to you by Bridger Brewing. Cheers to every journey being better than the last. Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, Mountains and Mines. Rocky Mountain Credit Union, here to help you through all life's events, big and small. Visit rmcu.net to find out more. Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series. First Interstate Bank, built for you. And by Guaranteed Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of Bobcat Women's Basketball, Daniel Sally.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Courtside from the Brick. Daniel Sally reporting to you from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position here as we get ready for a little non-conference action. Sunday matinee hoops between the Cowgirls of Wyoming and the Montana State Bobcats. First home game for Montana State since all the way back on November 14th. The Bobcats now 3-6 on the year in year 19 under head coach Tricia Binford, coming off a 59-53 loss at St. Mary's. Right now, this Montana State team on a 4-game losing streak, and we'll talk about this in their interview with Coach Binford a little bit as well, but we knew the non-conference schedule was going to be tough, and then some unfortunate breaks along the way with some injuries have not gone the way of the Bobcats, and now they're coming off a week off following the St. Mary's game. And right now it's a really good opportunity for them to get back on track, back on their home floor tonight again for the first time since November 14th. And in the last 10 years, plus 2 home games this season, 111-27 is the record for this program at home. So like the odds playing on this floor here at the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse, and nice looking crowd here today. It's starting to trickle in a little bit, so that should be helpful as well. Now taking a look over at Wyoming. Let's break down Wyoming and see why they are going to be in hot water today. Brought to you by Mountain Hot Tub. Mountain Hot Tub is Montana's largest hot tub dealer since 1979. Your authorized hot spring spa dealer with locations in Bozeman, Butte, and Helena. Wyoming 4-4 in year 2 for head coach Heather Ezell. She's been with the program 9 years total, 7 as an assistant, now 2 as head coach. And much like Montana State, they've played a very tough non-conference schedule. Their wins have come against North Dakota, Denver, Chadron State, and BYU. They beat BYU at home by 12. That's probably their best win of the season. Their losses have come to Nebraska, Gonzaga, Oklahoma State, and Creighton, 4 very good programs. And this is a very physical basketball team. They're not going to blow you away with their pace and running up and down the floor, but they run their offense to perfection. A lot of off-ball screening actions and very methodical. They'll run a ton of sets, run down a lot of shot clock, and get their right shot. Usually it's them going down to the low post to Allison Ferdig, who's their leading scorer at just over 14 points per game. She's 6'4", playing their 5 position, and a really tough matchup for this Bobcat team. Last year, Wyoming hosted Montana State, beat them 67-59 at Arena Auditorium in Laramie, and they were picked 3rd in the Mountain West preseason poll this season. So should be a pretty big-time matchup here from the Brick today. We'll go ahead and take our first break. When we come back, we'll hear from Tricia Binford. You're listening to Montana State Basketball from Learfield.
Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza and is proud to support all things Bobcat sports. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, last beer served at 8 p.m. and located right across from the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Stop by after the game today to enjoy a cold pint of beer and a slice of made-from-scratch delicious pizza. Dine-in service and online ordering for takeout are both available. Check out BridgerBrewing.com and at Bridger Brewing on Instagram and Facebook, and stay tuned for updates on our newest adventure in Three Forks, Montana.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
Daniel Sally back here on the Montana State pregame show, joined by the head coach of the Bobcats, Tricia Binford. Coach, thanks for joining me.
Good to be back in Bozeman, Daniel.
Absolutely it is. Well, it was a long road trip last week, but now you've had a few days to kind of unpack that St. Mary's game at the tail end of that 3-game road trip. You had 6 games in a row on the road. Now you're back home. What has been the point of focus this week going through practice with the team?
I think the first was recharge, get through finals, finish strong academically, and get our legs and lungs back to us, sleeping in our own beds. So just trying to get them fresher. That was a long road trip. Definitely showed the fatigue on the tail end of that. And we have every reason to have a ton of energy today. We're back in Bozeman. We've got our fans behind us, and we're excited to get going again.
And I know we talked kind of coming into the season, looking at the non-conference schedule, you knew it was going to be one of the toughest ones that you were going to go through in your time here as the head coach. And along the way, there's been some unfortunate breaks. But what's kind of been the message to the team, trying to kind of help them stay the course here?
Well, every team has adversity, so it's how we choose to respond to the adversity. We've had some things that were unexpected, like you said, but we've had a lot of opportunity to rise to the occasion, and we've had some really special moments, and now we just got to put more moments together.
And what are some areas of growth you're kind of looking for, especially these next 2 home games before Christmas and before we get into conference play?
Really, the thing is on the offensive end is taking care of the ball. I think our value of possessions, we've kind of lost our way with that. That's kind of a recipe for our success as a program, and we've got to do a great job of finding great shots. And then on the defensive end, continue just to communicate at a high level so we've got the energy and we've got the effort to be disruptive as a defensive unit. But I liked the progression we're taking on the defensive end. The offensive end has had some really good opportunities, but we got to finish some quarters better.
Now it's Wyoming in town today, and like a lot of the teams on the schedule this year, this is a team we did see last year, went down to Laramie and lost by, I believe, 8 points in that ball game. What do you see from them? I know they got a lot of familiar faces from that team we saw last year, but what's the scout kind of say on them?
Well-oiled machine. They're very methodical. They're going to go through their big inside. Fertig is a great interior presence for them. They've got a lot of stagger screen action where they're going to slip on you if you have some communication breakdown. So for us today, it's about being in plays on the defensive end, making sure people don't flash in front of us to the rim, and really making sure that she catches her shots a little bit further away from the basket, and then finishing them with one possession. They do a great job on second opportunities. Offensively, we're going to have to make sure that we convert on our stops. We want to expose that. We want to really run the floor, but then really get this ball moving. I think you're going to see us in a lot of ball screens today.
Well, Coach, that's all I got for you. Thanks for your time. Best of luck today.
Thanks a lot, Daniel.
That was the head coach, Tricia Binford, year 19, the second winningest head coach in Big Sky women's basketball history, looking to get her team back on track here on a Sunday afternoon in Bozeman, hosting a very tough Wyoming team. We'll go ahead and take another timeout. When we come back, our Keys to the Game, sponsored by Kendall Ford. This is Montana State basketball from Learfield.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Back from the break, Daniel Sal here, bringing you the Montana State pregame show, courtside at the Brick, first Interstate Bank broadcast position, as we are just moments away from tip-off. Let's go ahead and take a look at today's Keys to the Game, sponsored by Kendall Ford. And number one, the Bobcats are back home, 111-27 at home in the last 10 years plus 2 games. The last 6 games for this team have been on the road, 2-4 in that stretch. It's their first home game since November 14th. Next one, where will the scoring come from? This Bobcat team has struggled offensively, especially the last 2 games, scoring 53 points at St. Mary's and just 50 points at Washington. They're still looking for some more offensive production in lieu of Lexi Deaton's injury, and we'll see if they continue to grow on that in today's ballgame. And the last one, pace and possessions. And I'm going to keep touching on this until it gets resolved. Winning the defensive glass will be crucial, especially with Allison Fertig lined up on the other side. She loves getting that weak side O board from the low block and putting it right back in. So that's going to be a tall task for Montana State. And again, the athleticism and the length of this Bobcat team should be an advantage. they should be able to take advantage of that and be able to run, push the pace, and win the possession battle in this ball game. And that should help propel them to victory. Those are your keys to the game, sponsored by Kendall Ford. We'll have tip-off coming up next from the Brick. This is Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids. And adults can also be kids. And new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
I love waiting in line at McDonald's, said no one, ever. With the McDonald's app, you don't have to. Order ahead in the McDonald's app to save time.
At participating McDonald's.
When the weather app says rain, the McDonald's app says McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the McDonald's app.
At participating McDonald's, delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery and other fees may apply.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, local banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats!
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Back from the break, Daniel Sal here, courtside, First Interstate Bank broadcast position inside the Brick as we get ready for tip-off here between Wyoming and Montana State. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Bobcat basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and meet today's starting lineups. First for the visiting Cowgirls of Wyoming. Starting at point guard, a 5'11 junior out of Linden, Washington, wearing number 2, Emily Malema. She's averaging 7.5 points per game and shooting almost 90% from the free throw line on the season. Loves to get downhill, loves to get to the line. Also at guard, a 5'11 sophomore out of Denmark, averaging 10.5 points per game. That's number 12, Malene Peterson, the second leading scorer on this team. She is a threat with the ball in her hands. Their third guard, a 5'10 senior out of Kartuzy, Poland, wearing number 30, Ola Ustowska, spot-up shooter, shooting over 35% from three on the season. 6 of her 7 made field goals have come from beyond the arc. At forward, a 6'2 junior out of Gisborne, Australia, number 5, Tess Barnes. And rounding it out, the leading scorer at 14.4 points per game, a 6'4 junior out of Glendo, Wyoming. That's number 45, Allison Furtick. And now the starting lineup for Montana State, as announced by head coach Tricia Binford. In year 19, the second winningest coach in Big Sky women's basketball history. Her point guard, a 5'5 freshman out of Welland, Ontario. That's number 2, Natalie Picton. Coming off a not-so-great performance at St. Mary's. Didn't score in that one and only played 19 minutes. A little bit of struggles for her early on in that ball game, but she's been sensational as a freshman so far this season, being asked a lot in the absence of Dylan Phillip, and really rising up to the task. At guard, a 6'2 senior out of Silver City, New Mexico, number 11, Caitlin Lamardo, averaging 12.2 points per game, the leading scorer on this Bobcat team, also pulling down 7 rebounds per game on the season. At guard, a 5'9 senior out of Parma, Idaho, the super senior, a new number, a new last name, number 0, Madison Hall, averaging just over 7 points per game on the season and scored 7 points exactly last game at St. Mary's. At forward, a 6'2 sophomore out of Vancouver, British Columbia, averaging 8 points per game so far this season and 5 rebounds. That's number 32, Merritt Dykstra, off to a strong start in her sophomore campaign. And rounding it out, a 6'3 senior out of Rosemont, Minnesota. That's number 24, Taylor Jansen, shooting over 37% from 3 on the season so far and really stepping up in this starting role in the absence of Lexi Deeden. Taylor's been just a really solid, steady hand for this Bobcat team and continuing to get better. So both teams getting ready to take the floor here. A big game tonight against the Bobcats, looking to snap a 4-game losing streak back home for the first time since November 14th, and it's a big one for them. Looking at the ship before the holiday and before conference play starts on December 29th. Of course, Thursday night, Bobcats taking on North Texas here in Bozeman. Then they'll go home for Christmas, come back, and 2 straight home games, 3, I guess, if you count the North Dakota State game. But opening weekend of conference, they're home. After that, they're home. It's going to be good for them to get settled in over the holidays and hopefully string together a few wins. But it all starts today as Wyoming takes the floor. They'll be in their road brown uniforms, yellow numbers, white trims on those. The Bobcats wearing their home white uniforms, navy numbers, gold trim, gold cat head logo on the shorts. Going toe-to-toe in the center circle, it's going to be Merritt Dykstra and Allison Ferdig. The ref waits there with the ball, and we will be ready to go here in just a moment. Again, the crowd filling in nicely here in the Brick. And the beautiful thing about these Sunday afternoon ball games is you get all kinds of different people coming to these games, all different age groups. We got high school teams funneling in as well. Should be a loud one here for a Sunday afternoon as the ball goes up for the jump ball, and it's corralled by the Bobcats going right to left across your radio dial. It's Caitlin Lamardo. Lamardo hands off to Natalie Picton right at the nose of the cathead. She goes to Dykstra. Now out top, it's Taylor Jansen. Jansen near side, open 3. Merritt Dykstra off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Cowgirls. That time it's Tess Barnes getting it up ahead to Malema. Malema will get the Cowgirls into their offense. Malema out of Lyndon, Washington, a basketball powerhouse. Far side with it now is Savage. Now they look inside, and it's taken away by the Bobcats. Natalie Picton going up the floor, stops at the left wing, takes a slow dribble to the right, throws it up ahead to Merritt Dykstra. Dykstra finds a cutting Jansen off the glass. It's in. Beautiful find by Merritt Dykstra. Nice finish by Jansen. And that is your first Bobcat assist of the game, sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. Far side with it is Malema. Malema goes off to Ustowska. Ustowska swings it back around. Near side with the ball now is Barnes. Looking for the low post, nothing doing. She throws out top to Ferdig. Ferdig to Malema now. They're looking inside for Ferdig. Can't find her. Barnes still has it near side on the wing. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Baseline drive Barnes. Drift pass to the corner, now another to the left wing. 3 on the way from the Cowgirls. No good. Weak side offensive rebound by Barnes, and she travels, turns it over, and the Bobcats will have it going the other way. 2-0. Montana State strikes first. 8:42 to go in the first quarter. A gutsy defensive possession that time by Montana State. Wyoming wanted those looks, but they couldn't get to him as Picton gets a ball screen to her left, kicks it out top. Dykstra drives lane line, puts it up. It's blocked out of bounds by Ferdig, and the Bobcats will keep it. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Inbounding from the baseline is Lamardo. Lamardo throws it along to Dykstra. Dykstra, left wing, throws back out top to Jansen. Now far side Picton. Picton takes a dribble to her left hand, back to her right, throws inside. Jansen mid-post, back and down, spins to her left, baby hook up, no good off the back iron. Natalie Picton pulls down the O-board. She puts up an 8-footer, that's no good. And the rebound is brought down by Wyoming. Going the other way is Tess Barnes. Barnes to the left wing, and she turns it over. Tried to get it out to Ustowska. That wing entry pass was denied hard by Madison Hall, and she couldn't get to it. Again, ball gets thrown right out of bounds, and the Bobcats force yet another turnover. Natalie Picton in the half court. Throws it again near side. Picton goes right down to Hall on the post up. Now Dykstra, left wing. To Hall again in the short corner. Hall gets her screen working to the elbow, picks up her dribble, gets out to Dykstra again. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Picton calls for the ball screen. Instead dumps it off to Jansen at the high post, loses it out of bounds, and it's a turnover by Montana State.
31!
Tess Barnes inbounding from the far side, 7:41 to go in the first quarter. Montana State still in the lead, 2-0. Near side, Ustowska in transition, picks up her dribble. Looking to get it out top, she does. Malema works it over to Peterson. Now far side, Barnes has it. Barnes looking for an entry. Instead, she's going to drive baseline. Dykstra helps off. Kick pass to the corner, thrown out of bounds. Another turnover forced by the Bobcats. Defensive assignments being executed to a T right now by Montana State. And they still lead 2-0. 7:20 to go in the first quarter. Natalie Picton out top. Hands off to KJ Lamardo, far wing. Now up top again, Dykstra. Dykstra back to Picton. Picton looking to get downhill. She dumps it down to Dykstra. Dykstra is double teamed on the entry, and we have a tie-up jump ball possession arrow. I believe will favor Wyoming. Bobcats did win the tip. Yeah, Wyoming will get it back, so they forced the turnover there and have it going the other way. 7:06 to go in the first quarter. Montana State leading 2-0. Slow start to this game offensively. With the ball is Emily Malema. She throws it up ahead. Maddie Simon's in the game for the first time. Freshman out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Lob pass down into the block. Fertig goes up with it, pump fakes around Jansen, and it's good off the glass. Wyoming gets their first points on the board, and we are tied 2 apiece. 6:47 to go in the first quarter. Far side, Natalie Picton. Picton crosses over, now swings it to Hall. Hall, high post entry to Dykstra. Dykstra looking for a cut, and we have a moving screen on Hall. Turnover by the Bobcats. Slow start offensively in this ballgame. 6:38 to go in the first quarter. It's 2-2. Lindsey Hine will be the first off the bench for Coach Binford. Taylor Jansen will get a quick rest. 5 on the floor for Montana State now. Picton, Hall, Lamardo, Dykstra, and Hine. Far side, taking it up the floor is Malema. Getting into the offense, she throws Ustowska to the right wing. Simons working up top. Now they swing it Ustowska over to Malema, left wing looking for Fertig. Hard denied by Lindsey Hine in that 3-quarter front position. Now up top again, it's Ustowska. Here comes a baseline drive from Peterson, cut off by Picton. She spins left right into Lindsey Hine, kicks it out top. 3 from Ustowska on the way, no good. Lamardo can't pull down the rebound, and the Cowgirls keep it for an extra possession. Near side with the ball is Simons. Now out top, Ustowska. Left wing Peterson looking to get it in to Fertig. She drives baseline instead, puts up a floater, baseline no good, weak side O-board. Fertig, her putback no good. Now Dykstra's fighting for the O-board, and we have a travel on Fertig, so the Bobcats will get it back. Izzy Bunyan and Brooke Berry checking back into the game now for Montana State. Brooke Berry coming off her best game of the season so far. She scored 7 points last Friday against St. Mary's, and really just looked great out there. Was great on the on the rebounds. She was great on defense, played hard, scored a couple good transition buckets, and would be a great addition to this Bobcat team coming off a game where she missed due to illness. As Bunyan finds Brooke Berry, quick pull-up. Berry off the glass and home for 2. Brooke Berry with the little pull-up, kissed off the glass, and that was from about 6 feet away. Bobcats lead 4-2, 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Up the floor, we have a foul called on Izzy Bunyan. Kinley Dickerson will check it in from the near sideline now. 22 on the shot clock for Wyoming. Slow start to this ball game. Montana State leads 4-2. To the left wing with the ball is Katie O'Lilanen. Far side again, she's got it. Back out top, and the pass is deflected by Bunyan. Bunyan looking to get it in transition. She's fouled. They're going to say out of bounds. Wow. Okay, Wyoming gets it back. O'Lilanen has it at the top. She throws it near side at the wing. Ustowska guarded by Lamardo, looking for a cutter. Dickerson has it. She's guarded by Bunyan at the low block. And now Lamardo gets her hands on it, forces a tie-up, and we got a jump ball possession arrow favoring the Bobcats. Taylor Jansen back in the game. Mara Dykstra will get a rest. Now the 5 on the floor for Coach Binford. It's Berry, Bunyan, Jansen, Hine, and Lamardo. Up the far side, it's Isabel Bunyan. Here's the ball screen from Hine. Bunyan gets around it, going to her left, finds Hine rolling to the basket. Hine takes a dribble, steps through traffic, gets it back out to Bunyan. Bunyan to Lamardo, down low. Hine setting a screen. Brooke Berry pull-up jumper off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Wyoming. And the Cowgirls very physical on that low block. Lindsey Hine taking a lot of forearm to the back right now as Wyoming loses it, turns it over to Izzy Bunyan, and Bunyan will push it up ahead in transition. Hine to Lamardo, and we have a blocking foul. KJ will head to the line for 2 free throws. So Lamardo will head to the line for 2 free throws. Bobcats lead 4-2, 4:27 to go in the first quarter. Timeout on the floor. We'll go ahead and take it. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball from Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing that's ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
When a power line has fallen down, it can be downright dangerous and even deadly. That's because downed lines can still energize the ground and objects around them. To help keep you and others safe, Northwestern Energy says stay at least 35 feet or the length of a semi-truck away from a downed power line and anything the line is touching. You should always assume the line is live, and if you see a downed line, immediately call 911 and warn others. Northwestern Energy, delivering a bright future.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer. Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
Back from the break, Daniel Sally here inside the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. Montana State in the lead, 4-2 over Wyoming early on in this ballgame. 4:27 to play in the first quarter, and stepping up to the free throw line is KJ Lamardo. On the season, KJ shooting just over 80% from the free throw line, 83.7 to be exact, and her first one is up and good. Oh no, she missed it. Huh. I was looking down for my live reads. Second one on the way, and that one's good. All right, so she splits the pair. Madison Hall checking back in. Lamardo will get her first rest of the ball game. Up the far side with it is Wyoming. McKenna passes out top to Ollie Leinen. Nice swing it around to Barnes. Near wing looking for Savage down low. Lindsey Hine D'ing up at the low block. Savage taking her time, dribbling into her left, and Hall traps it and gets the steal. Throws it up ahead to Bunyan, and the Bobcats will get into their offense. Far side, Izzy Bunyan with it. Heads up play there by Madison Hall. And a great call by Coach Binford to get the trap going out of the timeout. Hine, low post, finds a cutting Barry. Barry goes up with it in traffic and gets the roll. Bobcats lead 7-2. 3:48 to go in the first quarter. Ollie Leinen driving up the far side, guarded by Barry. She throws it up ahead to Dickerson. Dickerson looking down low for Savage, and Taylor Jansen gets two hands on it. Another tie-up possession arrow favoring Wyoming. And right now this Montana State defense setting the tone of this game. Fertig will check back in for Wyoming. Quick rest for her. Again, the leading scorer for the Cowgirls, just over 14 points per game. Inbounding is McKenna. McKenna throws it to Barnes. Barnes guarded by Hall. A lot of ball pressure that time by Madison Hall. Up top with it now, Dickerson. Back up top, three on the way. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Madison Hall. That time on the attempt was Marin McKinnon, the freshman out of Hyde Park, Utah. Izzy Bunyan up ahead. Throws it down low. Hine has it now. Low block. Gets it to Brooke Barry. Barry gets a screen. Going to her left. Pump fakes. Takes a mid-range jumper, and she knocks it down. Brooke Berry, for the second game in a row, giving this Bobcat team the spark they need off the bench, and it's a 9-2 Bobcat lead. Berry leading the way with 6. Up top, it's McKenna. McKenna's entry pass deflected by the Bobcats and stolen away. Izzy Bunyan has it once again, leading the way in transition. Bunyan drives the lane, picks up her dribble, looking for a cutter, finds Hall. Hall, jab steps, fadeaway, jumper, it's good! Madison Hall from the mid-range. Hard to beat that. 11-2. The Cats in the lead by 9. 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and this has been a masterpiece so far defensively. Far side with it, Dickerson guarded by Hall. She throws up top to McKenna. Now it's Ollie Leinen. Back to the far side. 3 from McKenna on the way. Back iron no good. Pass deflected out by Hall, and it's rebounded by Izzy Bunyan. Bunyan near side at the wing. Crosses to her left, now back to her right, around the screen, drives downhill, loses it, picks it back up. Doesn't have a cutter. Instead, she throws it far wing. Madison Hall can slow it down and work it back out top to Jansen. Jansen can't find Hine in the high-low. She drives, kicks out to Berry. Berry, one dribble, pull up off the back iron. That time it's no good. Rebound pulled down by Fertig, and she'll slow it down, get it up to Ollie Leinen, and the Cowgirls will push far side. Pass deflected in transition by Hall, out of bounds, last touch by the Bobcats. Wyoming will keep it an inbound from the far sideline. Trio subs re-entering the game for Coach Binford. It's Natalie Picton, Mara Dykstra, and Caitlin Lamardo. Far side inbounding is Ustowska, who just checked in for Wyoming. Malene Peterson also back in the game along with Tess Barnes. Ustowska throws it in up top. Malema to the far wing. Ustowska again, now Malema swings it near side. Peterson has it, throws to Fertig. Fertig trapped at the high post, instead gives it back out to Peterson. Open 3, and it's good. Natalie Picton working up the floor for Montana State. Minute 20 to go here in the first quarter. Cats lead 11-5. Dykstra throws it far side. Taylor Jansen at the wing. Looking inside, doesn't find Dykstra on the post up. It's deflected by Fertig and stolen away by Wyoming. Peterson works it up the floor, passes off to Barnes. Barnes looking for that entry pass, doesn't have it. Now she picks up her dribble, gets it to Ustowska, left slot, now far wing with it, Peterson. Peterson back out top. Ustowska to Barnes. Inside they find Fertig. Fertig spins middle, puts up a little baby hook. No good. Rebound pulled down by Dykstra. She loves spinning baseline, does not score well spinning to the middle of the key, and you see it right there as Izzy Bunyan throws to the high post. Dykstra has it now, and a foul called. Another off-ball moving screen call on Montana State. Brooke Berry checking back into the game for Montana State. Bunyan picks up her second foul. I imagine we probably won't see much more of her in this first half, if at all. Wyoming taking it left to right. 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Natalie Picton picking up Malema at half court. Malema throws it up ahead to Peterson at the wing. Now up top. Barnes swings it to Ustowska. Ustowska looking for the entry, instead goes high post. Malema has it. They can't find Fertig. They throw it out of bounds, and it's a turnover by Wyoming. Again, great job defending that set by Montana State, and they have an 11-5 lead with 21 seconds to go in the first quarter. Looking to get last shot here and take this lead, or extend this lead, I should say, into the second quarter. Picton out top with 12 seconds. Mara Dykstra runs by with 10. Picton throws it far side to Dykstra, now 6 seconds. Here's the screen from Lamardo. Dykstra rejects it, gets out to Berry. Berry drives the lane at the horn, off the glass, it's good! And the Bobcats lead 13-5 after one. Brooke Berry with 8 points. We'll go ahead and take a timeout when we come back. Second quarter action here from the Brick. This is Bobcat basketball from Learfield.
For every peak, valley, and plateau, for every mishap and every adventure, for every Montanan in every season of life, Bozeman Health is here to deliver care with quality, compassion, and respect. Because we see you as more than the patient you are today. We look to what's on the horizon for you and our community over the decades to come. That's care beyond care. Well beyond. Bozeman Health.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
I love waiting in line at McDonald's, said no one, ever. With the McDonald's app, you don't have to. Order ahead in the McDonald's app to save time.
At participating McDonald's.
When the weather app says rain, the McDonald's app says McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the McDonald's app.
At participating McDonald's, delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery and other fees may apply.
Montana Fence, located in Billings, Bozeman, Great Falls, and Kalispell, is Montana's largest fencing superstore. Get everything you need for your fencing projects at rock bottom pricing. Low prices on all styles of farm fence, chain link, vinyl privacy, ornamental iron, pickets, continuous panels, wood privacy. We have it all. Quality materials at truckload prices. Let the experts at Montana Fence help you plan your next project. Whether you use our team or do it yourself, check out Montana Fence.
Back from the break, Daniels outside First Interstate Bank broadcast position inside the brick. Montana State taking on Wyoming here. A little Sunday matinee hoops, and the Bobcats off to a great start in the first quarter, 13-5. And the big stories from the first quarter, the Bobcats 11 points off turnovers. And this is a team that plays their best offense in transition. We're seeing it here today. Brooke Berry leading the way with 8 points, 4 of 6 from the field, and the Bobcats forced 10 turnovers on the Cowgirls in the first quarter. It's Montana State ball out of the break. KJ Lamardo driving left side lane line. She kicks it back out to Picton. Picton around the screen from Hine, drives, scoop shot off the glass, can't get the roll, rebound pulled down by Fertig, and Fertig is trapped by Dykstra, and Hine looking to get it out, and they call a foul. Dykstra and Hine had her trapped there opposite baseline, and Hine just a little greedy, trying to poke the ball out, made a little contact with the wrist, and Wyoming will get to slow it down and get it across half court. Near side, Ustowska, wide open three in transition, and they let her get away that time. Number situation, and she buries it. 13-8 the score now. Bobcats lead back to 5, and Mara Dykstra working to the right wing, wanted to drop it off to Brooke Berry, but Brooke Berry was thinking back cut baseline, and miscommunication. Ball gets thrown out of bounds, and Wyoming has it once again. Up the floor with it, Malema. Malema, entry pass to the wing, stolen away by Lamardo. Here come the Cats in transition. Lamardo drives right to the cup, off the glass, and good. 15-8, it's a 7-point Bobcat lead once again, and a nice finish in transition by KJ Lamardo as Natalie Picton picking up the ball at half court. Malema dumps it off to Barnes. Now left side, Peterson has it. Peterson drives lane, picks up her dribble. We got a tie up. No, she gets it back out of traffic. Far side, Malema has it. In the corner, she's guarded by Mara Dykstra. Baseline drive. Hine helps off. Pull up. Jay, no good from about 4 feet. Offensive rebound put back from Barnes. That's no good. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Fertig in her attempt for the O board. Turnover. Well, not really a turnover. Ball deflected out of bounds by Wyoming, and the Bobcats have it once again. 8:35 to go in the second quarter. Jansen gets the ball in to Natalie Picton, who will work it up the floor. Far side. Picton hands off to Lamardo. Lamardo reverse the ball over to Berry. Berry skips it back to the far side. Lamardo gets a screen from Hine at the wing, dumps it off to the rolling Hine. Hine puts it up, shot blocked, no good. Rebound pulled down in the short corner by Taylor Jansen. Jansen goes back into Hine, and Hine, that off arm getting pulled down on by Fertig. We got a foul called. Really nice pass that time into Hine by Taylor Jansen, but it's going to be dead ball. Bobcats taking it out from the baseline. Inbounding is Lamardo. Lamardo throws it long up ahead to Taylor Jansen. Jansen back out top now. Picked it. Picton gets the screen going to her right from Hine. Drives, dumps it off to Jansen. Jansen looking to go back into Hine. Pump fakes, puts it up off the glass. It's good. Taylor Jansen with her first bucket of the ball game, and the Bobcats lead by 9, their largest lead of the day. 7:51 to go in the second quarter. Far side, Malene Peterson. Peterson throws it in, deflected, and kickball on Lamardo. Shot clock will reset to 20 seconds. Inbounding from the far side, it'll be Ola Ustowska. Oh, they're going to say inbound from the baseline. Never really know what the rule is on that on a kickball. Going to have to do some studying up. 7:45 to go in the second. Inbounding, Malema. She throws it long. Peterson has it. Back to the corner. Malema drives baseline. Switched off onto Hine. Throws the drift pass out to Ustowska. It's deflected by Lamardo. Out of bounds. Ball stays with the Cowgirls. Ustowska inbounding. Throws it long. Barnes, right slot, guarded by Picton. Swings it over to the left wing. They look inside for Fertig. They get her at the left block. Fertig guarded by Hine. Hine walling up. She's going to spin middle. Now back baseline, up over Hine, and it's good. Nice finish that time by Allison Fertig. And here's the deal. She's a almost 15-point per game scorer. She's not going to go scoreless in this game. She's going to get hers to a certain extent, but the Bobcats still doing a phenomenal job on Fertig in this ball game so far. 17-10. Lindsey Hine faces up. Short corner, Jay, it's good. Lindsey Hine knocking it down. The Cats lead right back up to 9, 19-10. 7:05 to go in the second quarter. And a hand check called on Natalie Picton. Getting a little greedy with the reach that time. She was trying to pressure Malema across half court and just brought that right arm around. Can't do that. Madison Hall back into the game. Brooke Berry heading to the bench. Again, Brooke Berry playing some great minutes for the Bobcats in this ball game, leading the way with 8 points early on. Ustowska inbounds to the top of the key. Now far side, Ustowska gets it back from Malema. Skip pass near side, Peterson. Peterson drives, cut off by Hall, throws it back out top. Reversal to Ustowska. 3 from the left side is good. Bobcats loaded to the ball a little too heavily that time. Couldn't recover. And the ball movement gets an open 3 for Wyoming as the entry pass to Hine is deflected and stolen away by Wyoming. Here come the Cowgirls in transition. Peterson steps through, kicks it back, and a nice recovery by the Bobcats defensively as Peterson will have to slow it down on the left side. Near side with it now, Barnes. Barnes throws down low to Fertig. Fertig, spinning middle, goes up over Hine. Baby hook is good. Coach Binford wants a timeout. 6:20 to go in the second quarter. 30-second timeout called. They're going to make it a media, so we'll go ahead and take a break. Bobcats lead 19-15. 6:20 to go in the second quarter. You're listening to Bobcat basketball from Learfield.
Bozeman Spirits Distillery. Craft distilling award-winning spirits for over 9 years. Making some of your favorites like Bobcat Gold Bourbon, Montana 1889 Whiskey, Cold Spring Huckleberry Vodka, Jim Bridger Bourbon, and many more. Visit the tasting room, try signature craft cocktails, and purchase bottles today. Located at 121 West Main, Bozeman Spirits Distillery, downtown Bozeman.
Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza and is proud to support all things Bobcat sports. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, last beer served at 8 p.m. and located right across from the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Stop by after the game today to enjoy a cold pint of beer and a slice of made-from-scratch delicious pizza. Dine-in service and online ordering for takeout are both available. Check out BridgerBrewing.com and at Bridger Brewing on Instagram and Facebook. And stay tuned for updates on our newest adventure in Three Forks, Montana.
I wanted to put up a fence to protect my tomato plants. So I grabbed this, and then I did this. But instead of yielding a big crop, I hit a utility line and had to pay $1,200 in repairs. I didn't just lose my pride and joy, I could no longer afford the new stovetop I'd been saving up for. Next time, I'm going to make my free call to 811 before I dig.
Learn from Curry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
Are you too hot? Are you too cold? Did you know that you don't have to just deal with it? We at Ambient Air Solutions understand how important comfort plays on your emotions, health, and quality of life on a daily basis. Ambient Air Solutions offers 24/7 emergency service for residential and commercial clients. We also offer financing to help ease the financial stress and burden of a lifelong investment. Call Ambient Air Solutions at 406-577-1818 and leave it to the professionals. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Back out of the timeout, Daniel Sally here. First Interstate Bank broadcast position as the Bobcats lead 19-15 with 6:20 to play in the second quarter. Simpkins Holland believes in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Holland, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946. Know what's below? Tap, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana811.org. Join Champs New Kids Club presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $25 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/Champs Kids Club. All right, what was once a 9-point Bobcat lead is cut to 4, 6:20 to go here in the second quarter. It's 19-15, Montana State in the lead. Jansen left slotted at the timeout, throws it out top to Hine. Hine dumps it off to Lamardo. Lamardo around the screen. Drives, gets it back out top to Picton. 17 on the shot clock for Montana State. Far side again, it's Hall. Hall rejects the screen from Hine, drives, and is fouled. It's on the floor. Just 2 fouls on Wyoming here in this second quarter, so no free throws quite yet. But an assertive attack that time by Montana State. Playing the role of the aggressor in this game are the Bobcats, but right now Wyoming starting to get a little momentum. A well-timed timeout called by Coach Binford just before that last break. Out of the baseline play, Jansen hands it out up top to Lamardo. Lamardo drives downhill. Shot blocked by Fertig right off the head of Lamardo and out of bounds. Unfortunate bounce that time by the Bobcats, and Wyoming gets it back. Chance to make it a one-score game for the Cowgirls. Up the near side, it's Malema. Malema guarded by Hall. Malema losing her dribble. Now goes to the high post. Peterson to Barnes. Barnes looking into Fertig. Fertig doubled by Hall, dumps it off. Near side, Fertig has it again. Up top, it's a pump fake, pass, taken away, and the shot clock violation. Wow. 30 seconds of great defense by Montana State that time as they force the turnover. Merritt Dykstra will take it out from the far sideline. Correction, Taylor Jansen will be doing that. Lamardo comes to the bench. Brooke Berry back in for Montana State. Confusion on the substitution that time, but Taylor Jansen will make her way out of the game now. And they had 6 on the floor, and don't want to do that. Get you in trouble. Natalie Picton in transition, dumps it down to Hine. Hine spins to her left, back to the right, fadeaway hook, it's good. Lindsey Hine with the bucket. The Cats lead by 6, 21-15. A little more cushion now. And up the floor with it is Malema. Malema throws near side to McKenna. McKenna drives, and we got a charge. Madison Hall stepping in, wearing it on the chest and going down. That's what she does best. Coach Binford always jokes if there was a stat for charges taken, she'd lead the nation in that stat, and can't say I disagree. 5 minutes to go here in the second. Natalie Picton across half court. She's got a screen set up from Hines. She's going to reject it to her left, kick it to the near corner. Madison Hall pump fakes at the elbow, throws it away, and it's stolen by Wyoming. In transition, Malema on Hall. Blocked by Hall, off Malema, out of bounds, and we're going the other way. It's just a tremendous effort by Madison Hall, booking it down the floor, elevating, keeping that wall, not going into the cylinder of the offensive player, blocking it, and much like we just saw on the other end a few moments ago, bounced right off her head and out of bounds. That is an excellent, excellent play in transition by the super senior. Natalie Picton around the screen on the other end. Up top now Dykstra. Dykstra throws far side Hall. Down low, they go to Hine. Hine turns, faces, gets it back out to Hall up top. Hall drives to her left off the jab step, and she is fouled. Another hand check on Wyoming. 4th foul on the Cowgirls, so 1 away from the bonus now here in the second quarter. Bobcats doing a nice job taking that momentum back, and a tip of the cap to Madison Hall. She takes the charge on this end, goes down, turns it over, kind of a silly play, but she runs it back down, makes up for it, block in transition. Inbounding from the baseline, Picton gets it to Hine, now back to Picton. Picton on the drive, pulls up from the elbow. Shot is deflected and rebounded by Wyoming. Here comes Malene Peterson, picked up by Brooke Berry at half court. Peterson throws far side Malema, looking for the post up. Now Savic reverses it. Near side, it's Peterson again. Up top, Malema going down low. Savic has it, skips it out far wing. Wyoming, good ball movement. They get a 3 from the left slot. No good from McKinley Dickerson. Rebound brought down by Mara Dykstra. Dykstra throws it up ahead to Berry. Berry crosses over to her left, goes inside looking for Hine, and Savic steals it away. Long pass ahead in transition. Peterson's got it. Another block off the glass by Hall, but a late whistle. Little too much with the body there, I'm thinking. Oh, man, she got all ball with the hand, but and the offensive player was driving in transition, went up with it, and kind of just flew right into the stanchion in the basket. Tough break for Hall there. Almost had another very exciting block shot, but Peterson will have 2 free throws instead. Her first one is up and good. The Bobcats need your support to go for the win. Donate to the Bobcat Club's 3 to Win campaign to reach our $3 million goal supporting student athletes. Second free throw up and good from Peterson. Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza. Bridger Brewing, cheers to every adventure being better than the last. All right, out top, Picton. Screen from Dykstra. Picton drives, gets it back out top to Dykstra. Ball reversal through Jansen. Jansen looking for the backdoor cutter. Nothing doing. Instead, she passes it back around to Dykstra. Dykstra takes the 3 from the top. Off the rim, no good. Rebound corralled by the Cowgirls. With it, far side Malema, and she'll get Wyoming into their offense in the half court. Skip pass. Peterson has it open. 3 over Lamardo. Off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Berry, and she'll get it out to Picton quickly. Picton up the floor. Long pass up ahead to Jansen. Jansen finds a cutting Berry. Berry down the left lane line. Shot up and blocked out of bounds by McKinley Dickerson. Bobcats will keep it with an even 20 on the shot clock. KJ Lamardo inbounding from the baseline. Throws it short corner, Picton. Picton works it back outside. Now up top, Berry. Berry looking for Jansen, instead throws it back to the right side. Dykstra, pass off to Picton. Picton drives, floater off the glass and down. Nice touch that time by the freshman, Natalie Picton. Just a little flick shot with the left hand and a nice bounce, friendly roll off the glass, and the Bobcats now lead once again by 6, 23-17. Drive on the other end, right baseline, shot up no good from Dickerson. Ferdig comes down with the board, and what's the call on the far side here? Foul on Taylor Jansen, all right. Ferdig swinging those elbows wild. Wyoming will inbound from the baseline. With it is Dickerson. She throws it up top. Peterson open 3, it's good. And Bobcats let a leak out in the baseline out of bound defense that time, and they pay for it. 23-20, Wyoming. Back within 3. Lamardo driving, kicks it back out. Dykstra jab step with the right foot. Instead, she throws across to Berry. Berry drives into the high post, gets it back out to Dykstra. 10 on the shot clock now. Picton has it. Picton to the right hand, gets a screen from Jansen, throws it back to Jansen. Pop 3 on the way. You betcha! Taylor Jansen knocks it down. 26-20, minute 50 to go in the second quarter. The Bobcats respond to a bucket once again. The senior Taylor Jansen shooting 37% from 3, knocks down the Bobcats' first 3 of the ball game. And that's your first Bobcat 3, sponsored by Wendy's. Near side with the ball, it's Dickerson. Dickerson goes into Ferdig. Ferdig shot up, blocked by Jansen. Ferdig gets the rebound, and she is just swarmed at that low post. Pass, or it's deflected out of her hands and stolen away by the Bobcats. Natalie Picton, short corner pull-up jumper on the other end in transition. A rush shot that time by the Bobcats. Not the best move for them, and shot's no good. Wyoming's got it back going the other way near side. Peterson has it. She's guarded by Barry at the right wing. Skip pass. Olilanen has it. Near side again. Barnes wide open three. Off the rim, no good. Bobcats catch a break, but Fertig gets the O-board on the weak side. Shoves Mara Dykstra out of the way and puts it back in for two. No foul called. And you bet it. All right. Up top, Natalie Picton. 45 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's a 4-point Montana State lead, 26-22. Lamardo trying to cut. Instead, far side, Dykstra has it. Back up top, Lamardo. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Picton, high post, throws it to Dykstra. She turns, gets it to Lamardo. Lamardo comes off the screen, pull up, elbow, jumper off the rim, no good. And Wyoming has the rebound with 23 seconds to go here in the half. And a foul called on Natalie Picton, and that's 5 fouls. That's going to put her at the free throw line. And just 2 mistakes right now that can't happen by Natalie Picton. She goes down 24 seconds on the shot clock, takes a step back, mid-range jumper in the corner, and then on the other end, a hand check going across half court as the first free throw is up and good from Olilanen. Before she takes one more. Dortek is serving all your garage door needs. Dortek raising the door on quality, and the second free throw is no good. Natalie Picton will check out. The Bobcats have the ball back off the deflection out of bounds. 26-23 the score. 19 seconds to go. Egan, cross half court, 15 seconds on the clock here in the quarter. Egan working to her left hand, loses it. It's stolen away by Malema. Malema gets it across half court. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Malema driving to her left, switched on to Barry. Floater at the horn, it's good. 26-25 the score at the half. A costly end of the quarter for Montana State, and they'll take just a 1-point lead into the break. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Montana State halftime show. We'll break down the first half, look at some stats, talk to Sonny Smallwood, look ahead to the second half, all that and much more. Again, 26-25, Bobcats lead by 1. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Maybe your hometown celebrates long-standing Swiss traditions. Cow chip throwing, or even classic car muscle. Everyone has a hometown, and every hometown has a festival. Cenex wants to hear about yours. That's why we're launching the Hometown Throwdown. Tell us about your fest, and it could win $100,000. Learn more at CenexHometownThrowdown.com. Cenex, powered locally.
At Montana's Rib and Chop House, our guests and service are our top priorities. We've been serving Rocky Mountain communities signature steaks, delicious seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs for over 20 years. Whether you're celebrating an important milestone, want to watch a big game, or just grab lunch with friends, we're your local spot that feels like home. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, and Livingston, so you can enjoy Rib and Chop House across Montana. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you soon.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
It's time for a wellness tip from SCL Health, now Intermountain Health, an official health partner of the Bobcats. Do you ever feel winded after attending a Bobcats game? Here's something you might not know. Of course you do. You're a true blue and gold Bobcat fan. You sing the fight song at the top of your lungs. Stand up and cheer. Cheer long and loud for dear Montana State. That being said, keep those lungs healthy. The Bobcats need your energy. Learn more at intermountainhealth.org.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, ooh, pump it up, pump it up.
Join the Town Pump Fountain and Coffee Club with Pump It Up rewards. Buy 5 of any size fountain drink or coffee and get your 6th free. It pays to be a Pump It Up rewards member. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
Right down the road. Pump it up, yeah.
Back from the break, Daniel Sally here inside the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, bringing you the Montana State halftime show. Your score on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard at the half: Montana State in the lead, 26-25 over Wyoming. Largest lead of the game for Montana State, 9 points, and they had a pretty sizable lead. They were 19-10 in the second quarter, but Wyoming with a strong second quarter, outscoring the Bobcats 20-13 in that period, and cutting the gap down to 1 with a shot at the buzzer by Malene Peterson. And just like that, it's a 1-point ball game. It was all Bobcats in most of that first half, but Wyoming, again, a very convincing second quarter. Looking at some stats from the field, Wyoming 9 of 24 from the field with 14 turnovers. They're 4 of 11 from 3 and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. They're out rebounding the Bobcats 18-12 with 8 O-boards. Again, the offensive rebound for the opponent has been an issue for Montana State all season long, and a lot of it, not doubling down. Obviously, they're all coming from, the 4 and 5 who are kind of collapsing on that weak side, and what's happening is Montana State's got one person there to try and get the rebound, and sometimes that person's in position, but depending on the bounce the ball takes, you got to have that extra help from the top side coming from one of the guards, and it's just not there right now. And especially in this game, Wyoming's not looking to run in transition. They've had a couple looks so far this game throwing the ball ahead, but for the most part, they want to get the ball up the floor and get into their offense because they run their sets so well, and they're one of their best offensive plays they have, though, is getting offensive rebounds. And when you have someone like Allison Furtick, she's a beast down there, and she'll pull them down. Looking at the individual stats for Furtick, she's got 7 rebounds in the first half to go with her 8 points, 4 or 7 from the field. The Bobcats doing a nice job denying her, limiting some touches, but when she is getting those touches, she's very efficient. Again, over 50% from the field today, 7 rebounds for her, 5 of those on the offensive glass. For Montana State, they were 12 of 26 from the field in the first half, 1 of 3 from 3 and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. That 1-3 from the Bobcats came from Taylor Jansen, and of course, it's sponsored by Wendy's. And the Bobcats with 10 turnovers of their own in this ball game. Again, only 4 O-boards for Montana State. The biggest number, though, as a team that's favoring the Bobcats right now is points from turnovers. The Bobcats with 15 points from turnovers in this ball game. And this is a team that sometimes their best offense comes from their defense. And, again, we're seeing a really good defensive effort from Montana State in this ball game today. And they just got to clean a couple things up. And one of the big talking points from Coach Binford has been how they've ended quarters. They really ended the second quarter poorly there, and a couple of costly turnovers, a couple of ill-advised shots, silly foul to give Wyoming 2 free throws there at the end, and that's how we got here. 26-25 the score at the half. Montana State still leading by 1. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, more halftime coverage here from the break. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball from Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Back from the break, Daniel Sally here, bringing you the Montana State Halftime Show. Your score at the break, 26-25 on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard. The Bobcats leading Wyoming by 1. And again, the story of the first half, Wyoming storming back in that second quarter. The Bobcats held the Cowgirls to 5 points in the first quarter before allowing 20 points in the second quarter. And Wyoming, like Coach Bimford said in the pregame interview, they're a well-oiled machine. They run their stuff really well, and we saw it that time, of course. And they had a big end of the quarter, good run, and they were able to close the gap to just 1 point. Now joining me on the halftime show is Sonny Smallwood, the associate head coach of the Bobcats. Throwing the headset on right now. Sonny, can you hear me? You got me? Okay, hold on. Let's make sure I can hear you. One more time.
Daniel.
There we go. All right. Sometimes, I got different equipment out here today, but now we got you. All right, Coach. So 1 point lead coming into the half, and I want to start by talking about the first quarter. It seemed like defensively we were really able to set the tone. You hold the team like Wyoming to 5 points in the first quarter. What do you think was the key to that success on the end of that end of the floor to start the game?
Definitely our defense. I mean, we forced seven turnovers. In that time, and I think it was 10 turnovers at the end of the first quarter, and that was the biggest difference. Also we were doing a better job. We had given up 4 O boards in the first quarter, which didn't help us, and now in the second quarter, of course, Fertig came to life and has 5 O boards, and we're not doing our job there. So sorry, skipped ahead.
What in the second quarter, besides the O boards, what were some things that you saw that maybe started to kind of fall through the cracks on the defensive end of the floor? Because it seemed like it was great through the first quarter, like we just talked about, but in the second quarter, I don't know if it was because Wyoming was doing things differently offensively or if we were kind of missing assignments on defense. What did you see for them to come out and get 20 points in the second?
Daniel, unfortunately, it was our own fault. We did not we ask our kids to execute at a rate of 8 to 9 times out of 10. And we were doing it probably at a rate of 3 to 4. And that was the complete difference in the game. You look at it, we gave up 5 points in the first quarter, 20 in the second, and those 20 points were all our own mistakes. And it wasn't just O boards, that was a big piece of it, but it was not just that.
And I know, offensively, as you guys kind of work through these different kinks and try and figure out what's going to be the thing that works best, 15 points off turnovers seems like the transition offense has been a good source for you guys. But in the calf court, there's been some stalling. What are you seeing offensively from the team?
A couple things. That's a really good observation. We have Dylan, who can't play right now. She's charting for us up passes, how often our guards are actually getting the ball up the floor. And we only had 2 up passes in the whole first half. And that right there is just, we're not recognizing, we're not pushing the ball as guards with the mentality that we need to. So that's a big thing. We did get a few more berries that if they would have up passed or gotten it up there, we probably could have had something.
I got you. Well, Sunny, that's all I got for you. As always, I appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you later.
Sounds great. Thanks, Daniel.
That was Sunny Smallwood joining me here on the Montana State Halftime Show. Score right now, 26-25 on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard. Bobcats lead by just one. Cowgirls storming back in the second quarter with 20 points to close the gap. And looking ahead at the second half, like Coach Sunny just said, got to execute those defensive assignments, and offensively got to get that ball up ahead, and the Bobcats could be setting themselves up for a lot of success down the stretch here. 2:40 to go before we resume the third quarter, so we'll go ahead and take our final timeout and have second half action coming up next. This is Bobcat basketball from Learfield.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape. For pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
For all you've been through lately, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana wants to make sure you are covered in care. From preventive cancer screenings to proper control of diabetes, high blood pressure and behavioral health management, to prenatal care and child immunizations, Blue Cross and Blue Shield is by your side, reminding you preventive care is imperative care. Stay on top of your health at bcbsmt.com. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. Through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
For every adventure and every mishap, Bozeman Health provides expert, personalized care to each person, going well beyond traditional health care. We're your partner in health and well-being, working together for your day-to-day and the decades to come. With care sites in Belgrade, Big Sky, and Bozeman, and with the only hospitals in the Gallatin Valley, Bozeman Health keeps your care close to home. Find a Bozeman Health provider today at bozemanhealth.org.
All right, team, bring it in. We have 5 minutes left on the clock. We got to show them what we're made of. Woohoo, yeah! We need to focus. Every save counts, especially when it comes to fill-ups at Conoco.
What? Coach?
We're going to go back out there and save money when we fill up with the Fuel Forward app. So anytime from this day forward, whenever we're at a Conoco, we're going to use that app. Bring it in. Conoco on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Conoco! Let's go, Cats. Download the Fuel Forward app and save with every fill-up at Conoco. Proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Back from the break, second half action here from the Brick. The Bobcats lead 26-25 over Wyoming, and before we resume play, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Bobcat basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
Wyoming will start the half with the ball going right to left across your radio dial. Inbounding from the far sideline is Tess Barnes. Out top, it's Malema to open things up here. She's guarded by Natalie Picton. Near side, she gets it to Malene Peterson. Peterson looking to the block, can't find Ferdig. Instead gets Ustowska open. Three up top, Ustowska, and it's good. Rim, glass, and down. A friendly shooter's bounce that time, and Wyoming takes the lead 28-26 for the first time in this ball game. Mara Dykstra thrown to the far corner. Taylor Jansen has it now. Cutting Dykstra. She gets it back down across to Hall. Hall loses it now, works it back outside to Picton. Up top, Lamardo. High post. Dykstra has it. Sets a screen for Lamardo. Lamardo can't find Dykstra as Dykstra was looking to cut. Lamardo thought she'd have her as the safety valve at the left slot, and it's a turnover by Montana State. 28-26, Wyoming in the lead. Malema throws it to Ferdig. Ferdig now near side Ustowska. Ustowska guarded by Hall at the near wing. Down low, Fertig gets the catch, finds a cutting Ustowska. Ustowska goes up in the lane, misses the layup. Good break that time for the Bobcats, and Dykstra will launch it ahead in transition for Montana State. Picton slows it down up top. Dykstra has it again. Working to her right hand, hands it off to Lamardo. Lamardo drives the lane, pump fakes, gets it back, looking for Dykstra. Dykstra wasn't ready for it, passed it her right in the hands, and she'll work it back out to Jansen. Left slot, Picton has it. Crossover around the screen, kicks it out. Lamardo pump fakes 5. Jansen from the block, her shot is blocked. Ustowska goes down with the rebound, travels on the ground, it's not called, and now we have a tie-up as Dykstra puts 2 hands on it, and the possession arrow favors Montana State. Inbounding will be Lamardo from the baseline, and Coach Ezell over there on the Wyoming sideline getting an explanation as to why the shot clock's resetting to 30 instead of 20. Baseline long pass from Lamardo, gets it up top to Picton. Picton gets the screen from Dykstra. Now Picton will slow it back down, hit Taylor Jansen near side at the wing. Jansen looking for the entry, she throws high post. Dykstra can't find the cutter, back to Jansen. Jansen reverses it back to the left side. Hall driving to her left, pivots, kicks out, Dykstra 3, left wing, you betcha! Bobcats take the lead right back, 29-28. 8:05 to go in the third quarter. Malema gets it up top. She passes it to Peterson near wing. Now Ustowska has it. Top of the key, guarded by Hall. Left side, Peterson looking to drive baseline. Can't. Instead, she throws it into Malema. Malema drives right in to Picton, throws up a layup, and draws the foul. I'm going to say foul on Lamardo. I thought that was on Picton. Here's the first free throw up and good for Malema before her second. Real milk is a nutrient-rich product, and it contains 13 essential nutrients from vitamin A to zinc, all of which are important for a healthy immune system and overall wellness. That's 13 nutrients with seemingly endless benefits. Reach for milk and make every sip count. Wyoming takes the lead back after the free throws, 30-29, 7:41 to play here in the third quarter. Near side, Lamardo, back out top to Picton. Here comes Madison Hall on the cut. She dumps it off to Dykstra. Dykstra looking to move the ball. Instead, she dribbles herself, spins to her right, step through, back to her left. Shot blocked out of bounds by Fertig. And Fertig, she is a dominant shot blocker down there underneath the rim. And if you're not using shot fakes on those drives, you're probably not going to have a lot of luck getting that ball into the hoop. Baseline out of bounds play, wide open. Dykstra 3 from the near corner. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by Ustowska, who will work it up the floor and pass it to Malema. Nobody picks up the ball. Malema kicks it out to Peterson. Wide open 3, and it's good. 33-29, Wyoming with their largest lead of the game. Natalie Picton up the floor for Montana State. 7:05 to play here in the third quarter. Picton gets the screen, drives to the elbow, now kicks it out near side Hall. Hall crosses over, drives down, throws one up off the glass, and draws the foul. Madison Hall will head to the line for 2 free throws. Maybe a little bit of a bailout that time, but offense has been struggling. You need to catch your breaks wherever you can get them, and we'll take it. Madison Hall heading to the free throw line. At First Interstate Bank, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you, member FDIC. Free throw up and good from Hall. This game is brought to you by the Montana State Fund, covering Montana's workers with workers' comp and safety know-how. Workplace safety, you're naked without it. More at safemt.com. Hall again at the line. Here comes her second free throw, and she knocks it down. Back to a 2-point deficit for the Bobcats, 33-31, 6:55 to go in the third quarter. Malene Peterson going against the press. Coach Ben loves to call on that out of a free throw. Wyoming breaks it. Far side with the ball is McKenna. McKenna swings it over to Peterson. Peterson drives the lane, dumps it off. Fertig wide open. Now Lamardo recovers. Fertig spins around Lamardo and Jansen, puts up a fadeaway. That's no good, and the rebound is brought down by Mara Dykstra. Mara throws it up ahead to Picton. Now Dykstra gets again reverse. Lamardo 3 on the way. It's good. KJ Lamardo with her first of the ball game, and the Bobcats have the lead once again, 34-33 on the other end. Ball is lost, deflected by Hall, stolen away by Taylor Jansen, and Natalie Picton is fouled going towards the sideline. Foul called on Malema that time. Big play in transition by Madison Hall, forcing the stop. And nice to see KJ Lamardo getting a three. They've been guarding her tightly that time. She finally leaked open, got a great look from the left side, and just buried it. Of course, another Bobcat three, sponsored by Wendy's. 34-33, Montana State in the driver's seat. Hall at the high post. Her pass in from Picton is deflected and stolen away by Wyoming. Foul called on Hall after the turnover. Just 2 fouls. Across half court, Malema reverses through Barnes down near side. Peterson looking for Savage at the low post, and we got a offensive foul. They got Barnes for that one. Madison Hall will check out. Izzy Bunyan will check in. And Bunyan played some really good minutes early on in this ballgame, but picked up 2 quick fouls at the end of the first quarter and had to rest for pretty much the entire second period. 34-33, Montana State leads 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Far side Dykstra fakes the handoff to Barry, turns, kind of stuck on an island over there. She throws it back out top to Picton. Picton looking for the screen from Hine, switches to the left side, throws it to the rolling Hine, and a foul is called. Hine got around the defender, and she kind of turned, looked to recover and get in position, and just bumped her a little bit. If it wasn't a foul, it was probably going to be a travel as that pass kind of got to Hine, and she was off balance. Nonetheless, Montana State takes it out from the baseline. Near side at the wing, Dykstra hands off Bunyan. Entry pass to the post, looking for Hine. Another foul on Savage. And is that 5? I believe that's 5 fouls on Wyoming, and Lindsey Hines head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Hines steps up to the free throw line. At Montana's Rib and Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. First free throw up and no good. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you soon. Hine looking to split the pair now as she steps up for her second. Bobcats lead by 1, 34-33. It's up and it's good. Now 35-33, 5:37 to play in the third quarter. Lindsey Hine demanding a lot of attention down there on the low post. Katie Ollie-Linen back in for Wyoming. She's going to take up the ball and set up the offense. Goes far side to Malene Peterson. 15 on the shot clock. Peterson throws the entry pass. Barnes double teamed at the block, kicks it back out. Now Peterson has it. Nice scramble that time by the Bobcats, but it leaves Savage open, and a great find by Peterson. Little dump pass, and it's 2 easy points for the Cowgirls. 35-35. We are tied up once again. 5:05 to play in the third quarter. Brooke Berry, drives near side, puts it up, and draws the foul. Brooke Berry will head to the line for 2 free throws. So back-to-back trips to the line for the Bobcats, and we got a media timeout called, so we'll go ahead and take it. 4:59 to play in the third quarter. Tie score 35 apiece. 2 Brooke Berry free throws when we come back. This is Bobcat basketball from Learfield.
Maybe your hometown celebrates long-standing Swiss traditions. Cow chip throwing.
Sweet.
Or even classic car muscle. Everyone has a hometown, and every hometown has a festival. Cenex wants to hear about yours. That's why we're launching the Hometown Throwdown. Tell us about your fest, and it could win $100,000. Learn more at CenexHometownThrowdown.com. Cenex, powered locally.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
First West Insurance, a Montana-born company, has been helping friends and neighbors protect what they love most since 1972. From home and businesses to farm and ranch to life and health insurance, our team is dedicated to finding solutions that work for you. We believe in creating relationships as deep as our Montana roots. First West, your local insurance agency.
Found your dream home but dread having to move? Call Mesa Moving and Storage. We make moving fun. We work hard so you don't have to. We are here to help take the stress out of moving your home or business. If there's a move in your future, contact Mesa to handle the details so you can enjoy the experience. Mesa, the largest United agency family in Montana, is ready to take care of all your moving and storage needs. Call the friendly folks at Mesa, 406-285-7033.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Go Cats!
Back from the break, Daniel Sally here courtside at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. It's a tie ball game here, 35 apiece between Montana State and Wyoming. Brooke Berry heading to the line for 2 free throws with 4:59 to go in the third quarter. Rocky Mountain Credit Union, supporting Bobcat wins for over 75 years and counting by members' choice. This financial institution is not federally insured. Each account is insured up to $250,000. First free throw from Berry, up and good. Looking to make it a 2-point lead here with her second. Here comes the second one, and Berry knocks it down. Brooke Berry in double figures, having herself quite the afternoon here at the Brick. The Billings Skyview product by way of New Mexico, making a splash in this ball game off the bench for the Bobcats. Near side, Tess Barnes with the ball, guarded by Dykstra. Far side, Peterson looking for the entry, finds Furtick. Furtick shot blocked by Lindsey Hine. Rebound pulled down by Mara Dykstra. Dykstra throws it up ahead to Berry. Berry slows it down, gets it to Dykstra. Dykstra drives left side, puts it up, and one! Mara Dykstra rumbling through traffic. Draws the contact and knocks it down for 2. Bobcats lead up to 4 now, and she'll look to make it 5. Town Pump is a proud sponsor of the Brawl the Wild Rivalry Series, Montana State University and the University of Montana. It's all sports, all season long. Look for special Brawl the Wild promotions at your local Town Pump. Mara Dykstra misses the free throw, so it's still a 4-point Bobcat lead. 4.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. With the ball is Malema. Malema will work it up the timeline for Wyoming. Near side, she's got an open. Peterson, 3 on the way, off the rim, no good. Great box out that time by Lindsey Hine on Furtick at the weak side, and Lamardo chases down the rebound. Near side, Izzy Bunyan has it now. Bunyan slowing down, looking for the screen from Dykstra. She gets it going baseline, into a double team, gets it back out to Dykstra. Dykstra dribbling to her left, goes to Lamardo, now high post. Hine has it. Hine can't find Bunyan, instead gets it to Lamardo. Lamardo gets the screen, double teamed again. Wyoming coming out with the aggressive ball screen trapping. Down low, can't find Hine, and a foul called on Furtick. Tried to reach around that time, a little bit of a hook on the entry pass, and Lindsey Hine will head back to the free throw line for 2 more, and the bonus here shooting for the rest of the way in the third quarter. Hine gets the ball from the ref. 1 for 2 on the day from the stripe. Here comes her first. And it's good. Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. See every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail with a patient experience that's second to none, experienced doctors, and advanced technology. Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. Mara Dykstra will check out. Lindsey Hine sinks them both, and the Bobcats lead by 6, 41-35. Up the near side, Malema, guarded by Lamardo. Goes far side with it, McKenna. McKenna throws it back out up top. Maddie Simons has it now. And she passed it, looking for Peterson. It's stolen away by Lamardo. The Bobcats have numbers. Lamardo, Euro step to the left. Scoop shot, left hand, no good. Rebound fought for, but not pulled down by the Bobcats. And Peterson comes out of the scrum with it. She's got it on the other end. Pump fake, turn around, and it's good. Looked like it was going to be 2 points for the Bobcats in transition. Instead, Wyoming gets the long rebound, takes it the other way, and nobody able to pick up the ball in transition. It's 41-37 Montana State. Izzy Bunyan left side pull-up jumper from about 6 feet is no good. Now Bunyan gets her hands on it, and they're going to call a foul. Furtick had the rebound. Bunyan went for the reach. Couldn't quite tie her up, and As Furtick turned around to try and throw the outlet, Bunyan ended up hooking that left arm and getting called for the foul. So that's 3 fouls on Montana State here in the third quarter, so still another one to give before it's bonus time. 3:05 to go in the third. It's a 4-point Montana State lead, 41-37. Up top, Malema throws far side. Simons has it. Simons looking for the lob, gets Furtick. Furtick goes up around Hine, pump fakes. It's blocked by Hine. Rebound pulled down by the Bobcats. Nicely done in the post that time by Lindsey Hine. Brooke Berry, the right wing, drives, stops, throws it into Taylor Jansen. It's off the foot of Jansen. Jansen will slow it down and work back out to Picton. Far side once again, Bunyan. Looking for Hine. Hine catches mid-post, dumps it back out to Bunyan. Bunyan pump fakes, gets a ball screen going middle, kicks out near side, corner three. Jansen, oh, no good rebound. Hine on the weak side. She goes right back up with it and good for 2. Lindsey Hine making an impact off the bench right now, playing her best basketball of the season. She's got 11 points. Near side, Peterson, correction, just 9 points for Hine. 3 trail on the other end, no good. Rebound brought down by the Bobcats. Shooting that time was Maddie Simons, and the Bobcats will push it go to the other end. Montana State with some momentum. They lead by 6. 2:02 to go in the third. Picton throws it out top to Jansen. Jansen looking for Barry, doesn't have her. She'll reverse it back to Picton. 10 on the shot clock. Picton around the screen, drives the lane, dumps it off. Great find from Picton. Hine off the glass, no good, but a foul is called. And who do we got? Allison Furtick called for the foul that time. That's her third personal. Lindsey Hine will head to the line for 2. Savage subbing in for Furtick, and Tess Barnes will also re-enter for Wyoming. Hine stepping to the line once more in tonight's game. 3 for 4 from the line. First free throw from Lindsey is up, and she knocks it down. This game's presented to you by your locally owned and operated McDonald's restaurants. Download the app and earn free food, order from anywhere, and even skip the line with convenient curbside pickup. Second free throw on the way from Hine, and she knocks it down. Bobcats lead back up to 8, 1 shy of their largest of the ball game. 1:41 to play here in the third. Tess Barnes reverses it near side. Malene Peterson with it now. Down low, she finds McKenna. Dump pass to Savage off the glass, and it's good. Marta Savage with the bucket. Nice set out of the break there, or out of the free throw, I should say, by Wyoming. As Bunyan loses it, and it's out of bounds, turned over by the Bobcats. Picton tried to throw it long ahead to Bunyan, deflected off the hand. She wasn't quite ready for it, and the Bobcats get it going back the other way. Bunyan will check out. Looks Coach Ben for the eyes, says my bad. And Lamardo will check back in for Montana State. And we got some blood. Yeah, Brooke got a little blood running down her leg, so get 30 seconds to clean that up. So the athletic trainer's coming out. 1:26 to go here in the third quarter. Bobcats leading 45-39, and we got a good week of basketball here in the Brick. Tuesday night, Southern Utah coming to town to take on the MSU men's team. Keaton, who's sitting right here to my left, will have the call on that one. 30-minute postgame show will be live at 6:30 with tip-off at 7, and then Thursday the 21st, North Texas on the women's side coming to town, and I'll go live at 6:45 for that one. So get on down to the Brick, and if you can't, then we'll listen on the radio. Brooke Berry's all cleared up, and Wyoming has the ball going right to left. 1:20 to go in the third quarter. Bobcats lead by 6, 45-39. Tess Barnes up top, guarded by Jansen at the elbow, looking to throw it down low, and we got a hand check. 4th foul on the Bobcats in the quarter, so no bonus quite yet. Inbounding from the baseline is McKinley Dickerson. Dickerson throws it long, pass deflected, out of bounds by Brooke Berry. Calling her name a lot today. She is playing well. Inbounding once again, Emma. Throws it to the corner, wide open. Malene Peterson lets the 3 fly and knocks it down. And the baseline defense on these out-of-bounds plays for Montana State has been a weakness in this ball game today, especially for a team that runs their stuff as well as Wyoming does. Brooke Berry in transition, stops at the elbow, kicks it back out to Lamardo. Lamardo looking for Hine. Instead, she's going to drive. Hine leaks out, and Lamardo throws it back up top to Picton. Picton calls for the screen from Jansen. She drives, kicks out to Barry. Barry drives, puts up a little floater off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hine. Foul called by Hine, or on Hine, going for the O board that time, it looks like. And that's the 5th on the Bobcats, so we got bonus. And what do we got? Hine will check out, Dykstra will check in, and it's Savage heading to the free throw line for 2 free throws. This game is brought to you by Kendall Ford Lincoln of Bozeman, a proud sponsor of Montana State Athletics. From your seat at the game to your driver's seat, enjoy every minute. When you're ready for something new, get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. Savage makes her first, and it's a 2-point ball game now, 45-43 with 41.4 seconds to play in the third quarter. Savage stepping up the line for one more. Couple bounces. Second free throw is good. 45-44 now, 1-point Bobcat lead. 12-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here in the third quarter. Taylor Jansen near side in the corner, looking for Dykstra on the cut, doesn't have her. She's going to dribble to her left and dump it off to Lamardo. Lamardo gets a screen from Jansen. To the right wing, she passes it back off to Picton. 10 on the shot clock. Dykstra setting the high screen for Picton. Picton stops at the elbow, nothing doing, 5 seconds on the clock. Jansen pump fakes from the 3-point line and is fouled on the floor. She'll shoot 2 in the bonus. And that's a nice use of the shot fake that time, and a good job also by Natalie Picton not panicking as the shot clock was winding down. She found her teammate, Taylor Jansen, at the right side, and instead of forcing the shot, Taylor knew she had a couple seconds. She just went with the pump fake and thought she could either draw a foul or get to a pull-up. She drew the foul. Now she gets 2 free throws. 13.7 seconds to go in the third quarter. First free throw up from Jansen is good. She'll shoot one more. It's back to a 2-point MSU lead, 46-44 on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard. Second free throw on the way from Jansen. She knocks it down. The senior hits them both, and it's a 48-44 lead for Montana State. Correction, 47-44 lead. Malema throws ahead to Peterson. Peterson picked up by Jansen. 6 seconds on the clock. Peterson drives short corner, kicks it back up top to Simons. Simons driving on Barry. Pump fakes. Barry pokes it out, and Dykstra comes up with the steal. That'll do it after 3 quarters of play here in the Brick. Your score, 47-44. Montana State in the lead. We'll have more fourth quarter action from the First Interstate broadcast position coming up next. This is Bobcat basketball from Learfield.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union Building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students. Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza and is proud to support all things Bobcat sports. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, last beer served at 8 p.m., and located right across from the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Stop by after the game today to enjoy a cold pint of beer and a slice of made-from-scratch delicious pizza. Dine-in service and online ordering for takeout are both available. Check out BridgerBrewing.com and at Bridger Brewing on Instagram and Facebook, and stay tuned for updates on our newest adventure in Three Forks, Montana.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
Working from home has definitely put home projects into overdrive. New landscaping, gardens, patios, and fences. But if you're digging, you're contacting 811. Utility lines, including Northwestern Energy's, can be buried even just a few inches underground, and hitting one can be dangerous. The best way to keep you, the community, and your contractor crew safe is by having lines properly marked. Make your request online at least 2 full business days before you want to dig at call811.com.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Back from the break, Daniel Sally here, courtside, First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Your score, Montana State in the lead, 47-44 over Wyoming. And 10 minutes to play here to decide who's going to get out of here with a big non-conference win. The Bobcats looking to snap their 4-game losing streak. This is their first time playing at home since November 14th. Good crowd here on a Sunday afternoon in the Brick, and the Bobcats lead by 3, 47-44. Wyoming starts with it out of the timeout. Near side at the wing, Ula Ostowska has it. Far side, now it's Simons. Simons looking for a cutter, doesn't have it, instead passes back out top. Malema on the drive. Guarded by Lamardo, works it back up top to Simons. Swing pass to Ustawska. Savic gets it low block. She's doubled, kicks it out. Ustawska, 3 on the way, no good. Rebound deflected, pulled down by Mara Dykstra. She is fouled. Good effort on the glass by Mara Dykstra. She is relentless. The Bobcats getting good protection out of their bench so far today. And you look at the stat sheet, their leading scorers right now, it's Lindsey Hine with 11 points and Brooke Berry with 10 points. 2 Montana kids showing out for the home fans. Near side, Taylor Jansen. Inside, finds Madison Hall in the post-up. She steps through to her left, goes up in traffic, and fouled. Nicely done. Madison Hall drawing that contact. She'll head to the line for 2 shots. Bobcats right now getting a lot of free throws in that quarter. They're 12 of 15 for the ball game, and in the third quarter, they did a great job getting to the line. They got to the bonus early, and now they'll have a chance to knock down 2 free throws. As Hall steps up to the line in Montana, parenting is important to us. Figuring it out doesn't come easy. In the ParentingMontana.org podcast, we talk with experts about the challenges and the joys of being in a parenting role. ParentingMontana.org, tool for your child's success. We got a replay review, so they're going to take a media timeout. We'll go ahead and break as well. 9:17 to play. The Bobcats lead by 3, 47-44. 2 free throws coming up for Madison Hall. This is Bobcat basketball from Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
I love waiting in line at McDonald's, said no one, ever. With the McDonald's app, you don't have to. Order ahead in the McDonald's app to save time.
At participating McDonald's.
When the weather app says rain, the McDonald's app says McDelivery. Order McDelivery in the McDonald's app.
At participating McDonald's, delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Delivery and other fees may apply.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
Like most Montana parents, I disapprove of teens using marijuana.
ParentingMontana.org has information for me to learn about Montana's marijuana laws.
For example, it's illegal for someone under the age of 21 to possess or consume marijuana unless they are a medical marijuana card holder.
I also use ParentingMontana.org to establish our family's rules about marijuana and help my teen manage peer pressure.
ParentingMontana.org, tools for your child's success.
Brought to you by SAMHSA and Montana DPHHS.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Right down the road, pump it up, yeah.
Back from the break, Daniel Sally here. First Interstate Bank broadcast edition, 47-44. Montana State in the lead over Wyoming on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard, and Madison Hall will step up to the free throw line for 2 shots here out of the break. Hall so far on the season shooting over 61% from the free throw line. Her first one is up front rim, no good. And in today's game, she was 2 for 2, now 2 for 3. Second free throw from Hall is up, and that's no good. So a missed pair there by the Bobcats, and a missed opportunity for them to tack onto this 3-point lead. 9:10 to play in the fourth quarter. Near side, Ustowska has it. Ustowska looking for the entry, instead swings it to Simons. Now Malema has it. Malema working back near side. Simons to Ustowska again. 10 on the shot clock. Far side, it's Simons again. Down low, Malema posting up at the block. Fadeaway jumper over Picton from 4 feet, and it's good. Back to a 1-point Bobcat lead, 47-46, 8:45 to go in this one. Natalie Picton slowly walking it up the floor. She throws high post. Taylor Jansen back to Picton around the fade screen. Picton throws it back up top to Dykstra. Now Lamardo gets it coming off the screen. Kicks it back out to Dykstra again. 10 on the shot clock. Dykstra right side, hands off to Jansen. Jansen finding Lamardo, high post. Lamardo spins to her left, puts up a fadeaway in traffic, and draws the foul. Contact on the arm that time, and Lamardo will head to the free throw line for 2. And looking at KJ's stats for the game today, I mean, she's playing efficient basketball, but when she's your leading scorer, you probably want her taking more than 5 shot attempts. Wyoming doing a nice job defending her, but that time they got the ball in her hands, late shot clock. She forced the issue, drew some contact, and got herself to the free throw line. That's one of the things she's been doing best this season. First free throw on the way is off the rim and no good. Bobcats can't keep missing these free throws. It's going to add up at some point. Now 12 of 18 from the line. Another free throw on the way is no good. So 4 missed free throws in a row by Montana State with 2 of their most reliable scoring guards. Far side, Malema swings it to Peterson. Peterson to Ustowska now at the wing. Up top, Simons. Malema with it one more time. She's looking to go inside. She does. She's got Savage. Savage kicks it back up top. Peterson. Now Simons again. Ustowska back to Peterson. Far wing, 5 on the shot clock. She drives. Lamardo helps off Ustowska, gets it pump fakes, gets Bunyan in the air. Second attempt blocked by Izzy Bunyan. Steal taken away by KJ Lamardo. Lamardo up ahead to Bunyan. Now Hall. Hall finds Taylor Jansen down low. Jansen's got numbers. She spins back to her left, puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound pulled down by Wyoming. Right idea there by Jansen, just a little too strong off the glass. And now Savage will look to get the catch in the low post on the other end. Peterson has it left wing. She drives around Bunyan, puts it up around Bunyan. Shot no good. Nobody there to rebound though, as Savage gets it off the pass and puts it in for 2. The Bobcats getting outworked on the boards right now, and they give up their lead. It's now 48-47, Wyoming in the driver's seat. Hall gets the screen at the left wing. She drives the lane, kicks it out near side Bunyan. Bunyan looking inside. She gets it to high post. Dykstra gets it back out to Bunyan. Bunyan 3, right wing. Yes! Big time 3 from the freshman, and the Cats take the lead right back, 50-48, 6:52 to go. Near side. Here's a drive from Malema. Pull up, Jay, short corner. No good. Rebound brought down by Lamardo. Lamardo running into some pressure at half court. She dumps it back to Bunyan, and Bunyan will slow things down for the Bobcats. Here's a screen going to the right side. Rescreen, and Bunyan loses it. She's in trouble on the ground, and Coach Binford wants a timeout before a jump ball can be called. 6:32 to go, and media timeout will take it. Our final break of the fourth quarter here. 6.5 minutes to play. The Bobcats lead by 2, 50-48. You're listening to Bobcat basketball from Learfield.
Attention students.
Are you too hot? Are you too cold? Did you know that you don't have to just deal with it? We at Ambient Air Solutions understand how important comfort plays on your emotions, health, and quality of life on a daily basis. Ambient Air Solutions offers 24/7 emergency service for residential and commercial clients. We also offer financing to help ease the financial stress and burden of a lifelong investment. Call Ambient Air Solutions at 406-577-1818 and leave it to the professionals. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
The Gallatin Valley is thriving, and Bozeman is not only a destination for families to live, work, and play, it's also a destination for businesses. The Bozeman Area Chamber of Commerce is a great way to get involved in Bozeman's thriving business community. The Bozeman Chamber Economic Partnership assists existing businesses through expansion, grows new companies in our community, and attracts fresh opportunities for Gallatin County. Bozeman, our community, a jewel among the Northern Rockies. For more information, go to bozemanchamber.com.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of restaurant owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
I wanted to put up a fence to protect my tomato plants. So I grabbed this, and then I did this. But instead of yielding a big crop, I hit a utility line and had to pay $1,200 in repairs. I didn't just lose my pride and joy, I could no longer afford the new stovetop I'd been saving up for. Next time, I'm going to make my free call to 811 before I dig.
Learn from Curry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
Back from the break, 6:32 to go in this one. The Bobcats leading 50-48. Montana State ball out of the timeout. Inbounding from the near side will be KJ Lamardo. Daniel Sally here in the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Bobcats with a 2-point lead, and we are ready to resume as Lamardo throws it long, looking for Jansen. A little miscommunication there, and a turnover off the sideline out of bounds play. Near side, Peterson has it. She's guarded by Lamardo on the perimeter. Now up top, Ustowska working on Jansen. She throws far side to Malema. Fertig back in the game. She gets the catch at the low block. She'll go to work on Lindsey Hine. Looking for a cutter, doesn't have her. Now she'll post up. Fade away, working towards the middle. Jumper up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Lamardo, and Lamardo will push it up the near side. Lamardo swings it to Jansen. Jansen dumps off to Barry. Brooke Berry steps into traffic, kicks it back out to Bunyan. Now Bunyan ready for a ball screen. She gets a pull-up jumper, banks it in. Hines set the ball screen. Bunyan took a quick dribble down to her left and pulled up on a dime, knocked down the shot, and 5 straight points from Izzy Bunyan has the Bobcats leading by 4, 52-48. 5:36 to go in the ballgame. Here comes an open three from Tess Barnes, right wing, no good. Rebound brought down by KJ Lamardo. Bobcats with a chance to stretch this thing out a little bit. 5:25 to go. Again, leading by 4. Lamardo working to her left. Drives downhill, baseline, puts it up off the glass and draws the foul. Shot no good, but KJ will head to the line for 2 free throws. Missed her last 2. Right now in this ballgame, she's 1 for 4 from the stripe. Mara Dykstra will check in and give Taylor Jansen a rest. The Bobcats now 12 of 19 from the free throw line on this game. Looking to be better here as Lamardo heads to the line. And with a 4-point lead and 5 minutes left, you have to think free throws are going to have to play a role in this game at some point. Here's KJ's first. Up and good. She'll shoot one more. Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. Lamardo's second one on the way. She knocks it down, and it's a 6-point lead for the Bobcats. 5:16 to play in the 4th. Lamardo will get a quick rest. I imagine we'll see her back out there shortly. Bobcats going to call on a little full court press off the free throws. Brooke Berry and Madison Hall going for the trap on Malema. Malema cut off at half court by Hall, gets around her to the left side, drives the lane, now kicks it far side. Peterson, now Ustowska. The Bobcats recover out of their scramble, and they'll settle into their half court defense. Peterson, low block, kicks it back out top. Ustowska drives, pump fakes, kicks out. Peterson, open three. It's no good from the left side, and the rebound is brought down by Hall. Here comes Hall up the near side. She's going to set a screen for Hall. And Hall turns it over. Stolen away by Ustowska in transition. Peterson's got it, puts it up off the glass and good. Easy 2 points for the Cowgirls, and it's back to a 4-point ball game. 4.5 minutes to play. Every possession is valuable down the stretch of this game. Izzy Bunyan, near side, gets a screen from Hine, stops at the elbow, dumps it off to the rolling Hine. Hine spins, goes up to her right. She's going to spin back to her left. Now baby hook off the rim. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by Fertig, and Brooke Berry fouls her. First foul on the Bobcats here in this fourth quarter. So now no damage to be done at the free throw line quite yet for Wyoming. Barnes inbounds, and working up the floor is Malema. Malema picked up at half court by Madison Hall. Bobcats looking for a stop here. Wyoming looking to make this a one-score game. Barnes, left wing, wide open, three off the rim, no good. Big break that time for the Bobcats. Got lost in a little bit of screening action off the ball on the weak side. Barnes leaked out of it. They swung it right over to her. She misses off the back rim, and now the Bobcats have the ball once again. Inside, Bunyan cutting, stops at the low post. Can't find her cutter. She's going to dump it out to Dykstra. Dykstra, baseline drive, stops, skips it out, far corner three. Hall, no good. Rebound brought down by Wyoming, and that pass from Dykstra was an absolute bullet out to the corner, but nothing to show for the Bobcats there in that position. Fertig, or no, it's Barnes, correction, gets the catch at the low post, puts it up and draws the foul. Shot no good, but Tess Barnes will head to the line for 2 free throws. And on the season, Barnes 100% from the free throw line, so she's been doing pretty good in that category. And an interesting adjustment that time, going to Barnes on a post-up instead of Fertig. We got a timeout called, 30-second timeout. We're done with media, called by Wyoming. And so it gives us a chance to kind of unpack what's going on right now. 3:31 to play, and it's a 4-point Montana State lead, 54-50. Tess Barnes headed to the free throw line for 2, and I'm going to assume she makes at least one of them to make it a one-score game. But right now the struggle for Montana State is getting back into their offense. They've been able to really take advantage of getting to the free throw line, but not as much as they need to. 14 of 21 from the charity stripe. So 14 of their points coming from the free throw line, that's good. But only making 2/3 of your free throws, not so much. So that's something that's kind of carried them offensively throughout this second half, and now kind of in a bit of a lull on the offensive end of the floor, and looking to kind of clean things back up here out of the timeout. We'll see what Barnes does at the free throw line. I imagine the timeout called by Coach Ezell there on the other sideline has got to have to do with some sort of defense they're going to put on after the free throw. So don't be surprised if we see a trap. And Tess Barnes misses her first free throw of the season. She'll shoot one more. Maybe that's the broadcaster's jinx. I'm not sure. I said she'd make probably at least one. So I didn't make any guarantees. Second free throw up and good. And again, don't be surprised. The timeout before the free throws, that usually means a trap of some sort coming after the free throw. So we'll see what Wyoming draws up here as Mary Dykstra will inbound right here. Natalie Picton in the backcourt. She's got Dykstra out there with her. And Wyoming trying to sell a moving screen. The ref not going for it. That's helpful. Picton almost loses her dribble, keeps it now. She's dribbling to her left hand, picks it up now, throws out top to Jansen. Jansen looking for Dykstra in the high-low, doesn't have her. So Dykstra will leak back out up top and get the catch on the reversal. Skip past far corner, Picton looking down low. Lamardo has it now. Lamardo on the post-up, drives to the right, puts up a scoot shot off the glass, no good. Rebound brought down by Wyoming. Peterson in the backcourt, guarded by Lamardo, throws a rainbow pass across the timeline and gets it up to Barnes. Barnes throws it to Ustowska. Now Barnes, another wide open three off the rim. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by KJ Lamardo, and that is a fantastic box out by Taylor Jansen, getting Fertig out of the way so Lamardo could come in and grab it. Nicely done by the Bobcat post right now on the defensive glass, especially in this second half. 54-51, 2.5 minutes to play. Picton drives downhill, loses it, out of bounds. Last touch by Wyoming. She drove, tried to throw up a shot there, but her shot was deflected out of bounds, I should say. She was hoping for a foul, but all ball that time. Inbounding Picton. Looking to throw it long. She's got Lamardo out top. Lamardo gets a screen from Dykstra. She drives in, kicks it out, Picton far side. Now Dykstra up top, hands it back to Picton. 5 on the shot clock, pull-up floater. Picton, it's good! Big bucket from the freshman, and the Cats lead by 5, 56-51. And Trisha Binford is fired up, 2:15 to play. Far side, Malema throws it up top. Here's a drive from Barnes, cut off by Hall. She skips it across to Ustowska. Ustowska, now Malema has it. Behind the back dribble move down the left side of the lane, puts it up. Tough finish by Malema, my goodness. Emily Malema, the 5'11 freshman out of Linden, Washington, 5'11 junior out of Linden, Washington, gets it back to a one-score ball game, 56-53. Now Malema pokes the ball out on Natalie Picton in the half court. It goes out of bounds, and Madison Hall will get a rest.
Who's taking it up here? 20 on the
Picton will inbound from the near side. As you probably just heard the ref say into the crowd mic, 20 on the clock. Minute 48 on the game clock here. Far side, Jansen. Looking for the cutting Dykstra. She's got her. Dykstra stops, faces up, short corner jumper, and it's good. Merritt Dykstra coming in clutch for the Cats, and they lead by 5, 58-53. Minute 30 to go. Natalie Picton picking up in half court. It's getting loud in here. Near side, Malema. Throws it up top. Barnes again. She's going to take another open three, and it was only a matter of time. They're going to say that was a 2, foot on the line. So that could play a role of importance there here down the stretch of this game. But the Bobcats continuing to get beat off these kind of, floppy or hit, whatever you want to call it, these double screens down inside, kind of blocker mover type stuff where they're leaking Barnes out up top. She's slipping on these screening actions, getting wide open threes. She's missed a few. She even missed a free throw, which she hadn't done all year, but that time she knocks down the 3, and it's back to a 3-point game. I said she hit the 3. It was a 2, as I just mentioned before they called the timeout. Foot was on the line, but it's a 3-point game now, 58-55. Minute 20 to go. This possession will be important for Montana State. I think goal number 1, you find a good shot, but you want to run off time if you can, but if you get the right opportunity to score, you take it. We'll see what kind of defense Wyoming is going to apply here. It looks like they're going to put on some sort of full court press. And here we go. Jansen gets the inbound. She gets it back up ahead to Dykstra, and they're going to back off and get into their half-court defense and play for the stop. Dykstra at the right wing. Looking for a backdoor cutter, doesn't have her, instead throws up top to Jansen. Jansen hands off to Lamardo, and Lamardo is fouled. And they try to come off the dribble, handoff from the aggressive hedge. Barnes was a little late, got in the way of Lamardo, and a foul. And now we got another bloody leg here. This time it's Lamardo, athletic trainer, helping out. Brooke Berry will head to the bench. Madison Hall will check back in for the Bobcats already. So we got Lamardo going to the line for 2. 58-55 is the score. The Bobcats lead by 3, and any point at this point in the game is crucial. It's a one-score game. There's a minute left. And if you can get to the line and knock it down, they're going to make KJ sub out of the game. Okay, so they're going to let her shoot the free throws. Her blood's not totally contained yet. You only get 20 seconds. So Lamardo will go to the line and shoot 2. They're going to let her shoot, but they're going to make her come out of the game afterwards, it appears. First free throw from Lamardo is up and good. She'll shoot 1 more. Lamardo now with 19 points in the game. 4 for 7, from the free throw line. 2 of 6 from the field. Second free throw on the way, and it's good. That'll put KJ into double digits with 10 points. Lamardo will come to the bench for a second. She's going to go see the trainer. Alrighty, Wyoming with the ball on the far side. Malema throws it to Ustowska. Ustowska on the dribble. Works it back up top. Minute to go, and we got a traveling violation on Malene Peterson. My goodness. Got to keep that pivot foot, folks. Alrighty. This is a massive possession, and that's going to be redundant. It's a 2-score game. There's a middle. Every possession is going to be a massive possession, so I probably don't need to say that. But the Bobcats, with a potential opportunity here to put this game out of reach as they lead by 5 with 55 seconds to go. Taylor Jansen gets it to Dykstra. Now Picton has it. And here comes Jansen to set the screen. Picton still working to her left. Shot clock down to 16 seconds. Anytime the clock's moving is good news. is picked and crossed over at the left. Now throws it back up top to Dykstra. Jansen with 5 on the shot clock, dumps it down on the roll to Dykstra, wide open layup, and it's good. What a find by Taylor Jansen. The senior, low on the shot clock, no worries, no panic, finds her fellow post and Mara Dykstra for an easy 2 points, and just like that, it's a 7-point Bobcat lead, 62-55 with 30 seconds to go. And that assist from Taylor Jansen right there, sponsored by Aware Mental Health Services. What do we got here? Full timeout, I believe. Well, that gives me a chance to remind you that after the game, we'll have the Montana State post-game show brought to you by Ribbon Chop House. Montana's Ribbon Chop House has been serving Rocky Mountain communities for over 20 years. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. We hope you'll be our guest at one of our Montana locations soon. All righty. 62-55 the score. Montana State in the lead. 30.4 seconds remaining in this ball game. The Bobcats looking for a stop, and then they can dribble this thing out. Peterson inbounds from the near sideline. Tess Barnes reverses it. Now far side, Malema has it. She's guarded by Hall. Drives, and a foul called hand check, and they got Hall, or they should have Hall. That's fouled. And what happened was KJ was there to double team, and Malema crossed back to her right. Hall was on her left hip and just got her with the 2-hand check before Lamardo was able to step in and try and rip the ball out. 24 on the shot clock, 24.8 on the game clock. Inbounding is Ustowska from the baseline. She throws it up long. Barnes reverses through Malema. Step back 3. Malema off the glass. No good. Rebound Lamardo. Lamardo pulls it down, and she will be fouled. KJ Lamardo heading to the free throw line and will have a chance to put this game away if it's not already. 16.4 seconds to go, and the Bobcats keep fighting. Lamardo at the line. 10 points today for the senior. 5 of 8 from the free throw line, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 for 1 from 3, and also 6 rebounds. First free throw on the way is up and good. Another one will give the Bobcats a 9-point lead. Here's KJ once again. Free throw on the way, and it's good. Bobcats lead by 9, matching their largest lead of the ball game. 16.4 seconds to play, and Wyoming will use their final timeout. And what a fourth quarter it's been for this Montana State Bobcats team. They've outscored Wyoming 17-11, and defensively has been just fantastic. And really, you know, there's been a couple slip-ups that have allowed open shots, but where they've really been good is on the defensive glass. And going into the half, Wyoming had 8 rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds, and it looked like they were going to dominate the offensive glass once again, like Montana State's opponents have so far this season. Well, guess how many O boards they got in the second half? One. Great job by Montana State on the defensive glass, and it's come from every which way. I mean, you look at the rebounding numbers down the board. Lamardo's got 6, Dykstra's got 6, Jack's got 3, Natalie's got 2, Lindsay's got 3, and it's just been a balanced effort by this Montana State team, a team effort to get the win. And things have been hard for this Bobcat team. You know, you lose your leading scorer who's a senior. She's out for the season. That's hard. You lose a couple more kids to sicknesses temporarily. That's hard. You got to go play 6 games on the road. That's hard. But now they're back home, getting comfortable. They got some massive minutes from a couple of Montana local kids off the bench, and Brooke Berry and Lindsay Hine, both scoring in double figures tonight with 11 and 10. And here they are in position to put this thing away. Up 9, 16.4 seconds left, and inbounding from the far sideline is Ola Ustowska. Ustowska throws it in. Here's a drive from Malema. She gets the ball screen, working downhill, kicks it out, drift pass deflected out of bounds by KJ Lamardo. There's that Lamardo length we know. Here's the inbound from the corner. Ustowska throws it into the wing. Malema has it. She's driving on Picton, steps through to her left floater on the way. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Furtick. She puts it back in. That's no good. Jansen working for the rebound. We got a loose ball, tie up on the ground, jump ball, possession arrow, favors the Bobcats. 0.1 seconds on the clock, and that's pretty much going to do it. How about it? Those Montana State Bobcats coming off a 4-game losing streak. They return home to Bozeman, and they get a big W against a great Mountain West opponent, 64-55 over Wyoming. A tremendous effort by this Bobcat team on both ends of the floor. Things didn't go their way at times. They pushed through, and just an excellent job. A hard-fought win. Winners find a way, and that's what this Bobcat team did tonight. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have the Montana State postgame show brought to you by Ribbon Chop House. Bobcats win it 64-55. You're listening to Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Banking doesn't stop because the weekend comes around or the sunset paints our big sky. We know you work hard for your money and need access to it 24/7, 365, wherever you are. Stockman Bank's online and mobile banking lets you live every single moment of your day with confidence to stay in touch with your money via smartphone, tablet, or desktop computer. See the difference banking with Stockman Bank makes for you. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Montana's Ribbon Chop House, our guests and service are our top priorities. We've been serving Rocky Mountain community's signature steaks, delicious seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs for over 20 years. Whether you're celebrating an important milestone, want to watch a big game, or just grab lunch with friends, we're your local spot that feels like home. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, and Livingston, so you can enjoy Ribbon Chop House across Montana. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you soon.
For every peak, valley, and plateau, for every mishap and every adventure, for every Montanan in every season of life, Bozeman Health is here to deliver care with quality, compassion, and respect. Because we see you as more than the patient you are today. We look to what's on the horizon for you and our community over the decades to come. That's care beyond care. Well beyond Bozeman Health.
First West Insurance, a Montana-born company, has been helping friends and neighbors protect what they love most since 1972. From home and businesses to farm and ranch to life and health insurance, our team is dedicated to finding solutions that work for you. We believe in creating relationships as deep as our Montana roots. First West, your local insurance agency.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Join the Town Pump Fountain and Coffee Club with Pump It Up Rewards. Buy 5 of any size fountain drink or coffee and get your 6th free. It pays to be a Pump It Up Rewards member. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
Town Pump, right down the road. Pump it up, oh yeah.
Alrighty, Daniel Sally here bringing you the Montana State postgame show, sponsored by Montana's Ribbon Chop House. And what a win it was today for the Montana State Bobcats, snapping that 4-game losing streak and coming back home, getting the dub against a tough Wyoming team by a final score of 64-55 on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard. And again, you give credit where credit is due, and that's a lot of places. First of all, you give credit to Tricia Binford for coming back, recovering, and getting this team ready to play after an 0-3 road trip. Tremendous job all week by Coach Binford. Last Monday, they had a tough practice. It wasn't very good, and she challenged them to come back and get right, and she acknowledged. She's like, finals are going on. I get it. It's not easy, but the team came back, and the next 4 days of practice, they were locked in, and it showed today. They executed their assignments on both ends of the floor. They hit some big shots in crunch time, and they got production from so many different places. Brooke Berry in double figures with 10. Lindsey Hine in double figures with 11 off the bench. And the starting 5, you get Lamardo leading the way with 12, Taylor Jansen with 9, Merritt Dykstra with 9. Again, the Bobcats doing a fantastic job. The percentages off the charts. They go 21 of 46 from the field, shooting 46%, and 4 of 9 from 3, shooting 44%. Of course, those 4 Bobcat threes, sponsored by Wendy's. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, more post-game coverage here from the Brick on the Bobcat post-game show, sponsored by Rib and Chop House. 64-55, the Bobcats get the win and move to 4-6 on the year. You're listening to Bobcat basketball from Learfield.
Are you too hot? Are you too cold? Did you know that you don't have to just deal with it? We at Ambient Air Solutions understand how important comfort plays on your emotions, health, and quality of life on a daily basis. Ambient Air Solutions offers 24/7 emergency service for residential and commercial clients. We also offer financing to help ease the financial stress and burden of a lifelong investment. Call Ambient Air Solutions at 406-577-1818 and leave it to the professionals. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years, it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Back from the break, Daniel Sally bringing you the Montana State postgame show, brought to you by Rib and Chop House, home of premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs, all served in a casual atmosphere. Final score today, 64-55. Bobcats get the win by 9, and now joining me on the postgame show is the head coach of the Cats, Tricia Binford. Coach, for starters, congratulations. It's got to feel good coming off a losing streak, coming home and snapping it. Thought the crowd was great today, and I really thought you guys brought some really good energy to the floor.
Well, we told them what 33 was today, not our defense. It was how many days it's been since we've been back in the field house, and felt good to be back here, have our energy and our crowd behind us. We certainly needed them, sleep in our own beds, and this is a really tough team to guard. They put you through a lot of screen actions, and we really executed the game plan. Just proud of this team effort today and finding a way down the stretch.
And speaking of 33, Lindsey Hine coming off the bench, 11 points. Brooke Berry comes off the bench and gets you 10. Another good performance by her, as I'm getting run over here by some sort of luggage cart. All right, we're good. But Brooke and Lindsey, I mean, you've talked about finding some more scoring, and it seemed like those two really stepped up today coming off the bench.
Well, I'll tell you what, starting with Lindsey, this is her best game of her collegiate career so far. Ferdig is not an easy kid to guard. I was asking the staff, I'm like, when's the last time that kid was in single digits? Thought Lindsey did an incredible job on the defensive end, keeping her off second opportunities. I think as a team, it was around 2 offensive rebounds in the entire second half. Really felt like she responded on taking ownership on the offensive end in the paint. And then Brooke Berry's really starting to find her groove as far as where she impacts for us and keeping it simple. She's getting into that mid-range. She's getting all over on the defensive end, giving us a huge spark. And every game she's just continued to get better and better. So it's nice to see Brooke kind of getting healthy. She's got a little bit of the sick bug and the injury bug, and she's a great addition to have. So this took a team effort, and our bench was also very, very important today.
Plenty of tight games early on in this season, and some of them have gone your way, some of them haven't. What did you see from the team tonight, kind of making those winning plays in crunch time?
Well, we hit some free throws down the stretch.
Helps.
There was, a stretch that we're just like, we are finding ways to let teams back in these games, and we went 0 for 4 at the foul line in a stretch, and then we closed this game by hitting our free throws, and that's been one of our staple things. I actually, in the timeout, I challenged them on that they've done what they need to do to finish this game, and so now it's your time to step at the charity, finish it on some free throws, knocking those down, getting some critical stops, which we did, and the rebounding. And I thought the rebounding focus today was really tremendous, especially down the stretch.
Well, Coach, that's all I got for you. Congratulations on another win. If you got anything else to add, have at it. But if not,
proud of this group. We definitely need some successes. This group continues to have some great moments, and the moments we were able to finish today. So
well,
really
Coach,
proud of them. Appreciate
you.
Thanks.
That was Coach Tricia Binford joining me on the post-game show here, sponsored by Ribbon Chop House. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll look at some stats and continue to wrap this thing up here in Bozeman. 64-55, the final score. Bobcats get the win. And before we go to break, we're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Bobcat basketball.
AM 1450 KMMS, Bozeman, 1340 KPRK Livingston, where Montana talks.
And now we'll hit a commercial break. 64-55, the final score on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard. The Bobcats snap their 4-game winning streak, get the dub at home. We'll have more post-game coverage coming up next. This is Montana State basketball from Learfield.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, local banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats!
The Ribbon Chop House was founded in 2001. Our ability to grow has come through our commitment to Rocky Mountain hospitality, a concept which incorporates a casual attitude with our high-level commitment to loyalty, safety, service, and quality food. At the Ribbon Chop House, our staff is dedicated to creating extraordinary experiences that raise the bar in each of our communities. Enjoy premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs. We look forward to sharing a little Rocky Mountain hospitality with you.
World-class physicians, patient care that's second to none, the most advanced technology available. With a scorecard like that, you can trust Vance Thompson Vision to provide you with the best possible options for your vision. From LASIK to cataracts to everything in between, our surgeons and their teams root for their patients with as much dedication as diehard fans do for their favorite teams. Request your laser vision consultation from the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats. Visit VanceThompsonVision.com.
All right, team, bring it in. We have 5 minutes left on the clock. We got to show them what we're made of. Woohoo, yeah! We need to focus. Every save counts, especially when it comes to fill-ups at Conoco.
What? Coach?
We're going to go back out there and save money when we fill up with the Fuel Forward app. So anytime from this day forward, whenever we're at a Conoco, we're going to use that app. Bring it in. Conoco on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Conoco! Let's go Cats. Download the Fuel Forward app and save with every fill-up at Conoco. Proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats.
Montana Fence, located in Billings, Bozeman, Great Falls, and Kalispell, is Montana's largest fencing superstore. Get everything you need for your fencing projects at rock bottom pricing. Low prices on all styles of farm fence, chain link, vinyl privacy, ornamental iron, cedar pickets, continuous panels, wood privacy. We have it all. Quality materials at truckload prices. Let the experts at Montana Fence help you plan your next project. Whether you use our team or do it yourself, check out Montana Fence.
For all of your tree and lawn care needs, turn to Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics. Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care provides outstanding service for your landscape for pruning, removals, stump grinding, tree moving, plant health care, and all of your landscaping maintenance needs. Check out Arbor Medic Tree and Lawn Care. Wade duly certified arborist.
Daniel Sally back here bringing you the Montana State postgame show, brought to you by the Ribbon Chop House, home of premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs, all served in a casual atmosphere. Your final score tonight, 64-55, Montana State with the win over Wyoming, advancing to 4-6 on the season and snapping a 4-game losing streak, playing their first home game in 33 days and doing a fantastic job making those winning plays in crunch time. Let's go ahead and look at the stats from tonight's ball game, starting with total shooting from the field. Wyoming 20 of 52, shooting 38.5%, and 7 of 22 from 3, coming in at 31.8%. They finished 8 of 10 from the free throw line as well. For Montana State, 21 of 46 from the field at 45.7%. They're 4 of 9 from 3 at 44.4%. And they go 18 of 25 from the free throw line. Probably a number that they're going to want to clean up a little more. But, again, they made the ones very, very much at the end that really counted. And it's a big deal. You got to make those shots and make the winning plays to be able to put this thing away. Looking at points in the paint, dead even, 22 for Wyoming and 22 for MSU. Turnovers, points off turnovers, Montana State has scored 18, Wyoming 13. Bench points, and this is a category that Montana State has not led in very often this season. Montana State 26 points off the bench, Wyoming with 9 points off the bench. And looking at some individual stats, KJ Lamardo led the way for the Bobcats with 12 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Lindsey Hine came off the bench, scored 11 on 3 of 5 shooting, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, and 3 rebounds to go with. And also in double figures with 10 points was Brooke Berry, 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. For Wyoming, their leading scorer was Malene Peterson with 18 points, and I swear she didn't miss the whole game. She finished 18, 5 rebounds, 6 of 11 from the field, but 4 of 7 from 3. She was lights out from beyond the arc, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. In the rebounding battle, Wyoming with 30 rebounds to the Bobcats 31. Wyoming had 8 O boards at half, only got 2 O boards in the second half. Montana State finished this game with 8 O boards of their own, 23 defensive rebounds equaling 31. And the Bobcats, 10 assists for them on 21 made field goals, 16 turnovers as a team. Pretty good number when you turn the other team over 20 times, that's for sure. And just an outstanding effort. Again, great winning plays down the stretch by Montana State to snap the losing streak and come out of here with a victory, 64-55. Let's go ahead and talk about your McDonald's post-game delivery of the game presented by your locally owned and operated McDonald's of Montana. And this is a two-parter. It's 2 Montana kids, Lindsey Hine and Brooke Berry, getting the job done tonight, coming off the bench. The Bobcats have been lacking some depth due to a lot of injuries and illnesses, you name it. But tonight it was 2 kids, hometown kids from Montana, Brooke Berry and Lindsey Hine, both scoring in double figures. Hine with 11, Berry with 10, and Brooke really gave the spark in the first half when the Bobcats kind of hit a lull. It was 4-2 at the media timeout, and then Berry checked in. She had 6 points in the first quarter and really just played a fine game. Back-to-back really good performances by Brooke Berry, starting last weekend at St. Mary's and again today here at home against Wyoming. So McDonald's post-game delivery of the game going to 2 Montana kids, Lindsey Hine and Brooke Berry, doing a phenomenal job off the bench, helping the Bobcats secure a 64-55 win here in the Brick on a Sunday afternoon. We're going to go ahead and take one more break before we wrap things up. The Bobcats win by 9. We'll have the final segment of this post-game show sponsored by Ribbon Chop House when we come back. This is Bobcat Basketball from Learfield.
When garage door issues happen, don't just call anybody. Call the pros at DoorTech. Our family-owned and operated business happily serves the Gallatin Valley. We install and service residential, commercial, and custom overhead doors and operators. With factory-trained and certified technicians, we're committed to quality, value, and long-term relationships. Call us at 582-1623 and let us help you with the solution to all your garage door needs. DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Your region's only premier authorized Rainer dealer.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Bobcat fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at MSU bookstores, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org, at Bobcat Stadium on game days, or on campus in the Strand Union building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase go directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. That's why at Firehouse Subs, they make their subs differently, because their subs can make a difference. Their family of owners and local crews are proud to continue to serve you the hot, hearty, life-saving subs you crave every day. In fact, it's never been easier to grab their subs to go with Rapid Rescue to Go. Save time when you order online at firehousesubs.com or on their app. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Daniel Sally here inside the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, bringing you the Montana State postgame show, brought to you by Ribbon Chop House, home of premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs, all served in a casual atmosphere. 64-55 the final score. Bobcats get the win on the First Interstate Bank scoreboard. A fantastic job down the stretch, making big play after big play to outlast a tough Wyoming team. A lot to be excited about, so let's go ahead and take a listen to the highlights, sponsored by First Security Bank. Natalie Picton going up the floor, stops at the left wing, takes a slow dribble to the right, throws it up ahead to Mara Dykstra. Dykstra finds a cutting Jansen, off the glass, it's in. Hine, low post, finds a cutting Barry. Barry goes up with it in traffic and gets the roll. Bobcats lead 7-2, 3:48 to go in the first quarter. Here's the screen from Lamardo. Dykstra redirects it, gets out to Barry. Barry drives the lane at the horn, off the glass, it's good. Picton to the right hand, gets a screen from Jansen, throws it back to Jansen, pop three on the way, you betcha! Taylor Jansen knocks it down, 26-20. Hall driving to her left, pivots, kicks out, Dykstra three, left wing, you betcha! Bobcats take the lead right back, 29-28. Mara throws it up ahead to Picton. Now Dykstra gets it again reverse. Lamardo three on the way. It's good. KJ Lamardo with her first of the ball game, and the Bobcats have the lead once again. Dykstra gets it back out to Bunyan. Bunyan three, right wing. Yes! Big time three from the freshman, and the Cats take the lead right back, 50-48, 6:52 to go. Dykstra up top, hands it back to Picton. 5 on the shot clock. Pull up floater. Picton, it's good. Big bucket from the freshman, and the Cats lead by 5, 56-51. And Trisha Binford is fired up, 2:15 to play. Those are your highlights of the game, sponsored by First Security Bank. 64-55 the final score today here from the Brick. The Bobcats move on to 4-6 on the season, and this isn't it before the holidays. They got one more big one coming up, so let's go ahead and look ahead to the Bobcats' next game versus North Texas, presented by Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Montana State Bobcats. And North Texas, this is a team that we were able to get a little familiar with last year, spending our Thanksgiving down in Denton. But right now on the season, they are doing quite well. 9-1 on the year. They're on a 7-game winning streak. And their only loss of the year coming to Texas A&M, so you can kind of understand where that one's coming from. But they're doing a really nice job, and some of these scores have been pretty convincing. I mean, 84-50 over Alcorn State, 73-66 over Arkansas Pine Bluff, 74-57 over Pepperdine. They've been winning these games pretty convincingly, and mutual opponent, really the only one so far this season, was North Dakota. And North Texas played them on a neutral court and beat them by 21 points. As we know, the Bobcats, when they played North Dakota, got off to a really hot start, and then North Dakota was able to make it interesting. But this is a UNT team we played right after Thanksgiving last year, and took a loss at their place in Denton, 66-57 in that game. So took a loss at Wyoming last year, got our revenge today, took a loss at North Texas last year. And what's going to happen after that, we'll find out on Thursday night. That's Thursday the 21st, 7 p.m. tip-off. I'll go live at 6:45 for that one. So if you can't make it here to the Brick to support this group, then tune in. I'll be happy to tell the story for you through the radio waves. But that's going to do it for our coverage here from the Brick today. 64-55, the Bobcats with a 9-point victory move on to 4-6 on the season. We'll look to get another win on Thursday against North Texas. Thanks to Jesse back in the studio for pressing all the buttons on the ones and twos, making us sound good. And again, that's it. 64-55. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Bobcat basketball from Learfield.